Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us here live from Monte Vista High School while the Crawdads are hosting the Menlo Park Legends today. First pitch will be thrown at 4 p.m. Nice, beautiful day here, but joining me is the awesome Dylan Allen. Dylan, how you doing today?
I'm doing well, Ammar. It's a beautiful day out here and a good day for baseball.
Yep, 88 degrees, not too hot, not too cold, just perfect, slightly windy. Nice little breeze. Crawdads enter this matchup 11-5 first in the CCL North. They've gained themselves a three-game cushion ahead of who they're playing today, which is the Menlo Park Legends, who are second in the CCL North at 8-5. The last two time these teams played. The Crawdads won a road game last night against the San Francisco Seagulls. They shut out the Seagulls 7-0 and extended their win streak to 3 games. And they're 9-1 in their last 10 games. And entering this game, the Legends beat the Stompers at home 4-1 and are currently riding just a 1-game win streak. Now, the Crawdads are hosting again the Menlo Park Legends for the first game of a short 2-game series. The second game will be tomorrow. This is the first and second place teams in the CCL, as we mentioned, with the Crawdads taking firmly atop of the CCL North with an 11-5 record. Legends being 3 games back with an 8-5 record. Dylan, tell us a little bit about the history of these two teams in the season.
Absolutely. So they've played each other now 3 times. The Crawdads are leading the series 2-1, and the Legends actually snapped the Crawdads 6-game win streak 6 days ago, and that was at home with a 7-3 loss. And it was actually same pitcher, EJ McGrew on the hill, and the Legends got on the board early and they snapped a strong win streak for the
6-game
Crawdads.
win streak,
Yeah,
yep.
and so then the next day the Crawdads traveled to San Mateo City College, the home of the Legends, and they got back in the win column with an 11-5 win and started this win streak that they're now on, which is 4 games. So 2-1 overall versus the Legends. They had a win before the 6-game win streak snapping loss.
Yep.
So it's been
These two have
a
been
good
going back and
series.
forth with each other. Yeah, and definitely they've been competing, as we've mentioned now before. Now it's really a 2-team race with the San Luis Obispo Blues kind of stooping down. It's been a 2-team race up until this point for that top seed of this conference, with the Crawdads now at 11 games. Crawdads, again, as you mentioned, took on the San Francisco Seagulls last night, hit the road at Bruno Park, and got their first shutout of the season with a 7-0 victory behind starting pitcher Carson Yasa's masterclass of a performance. 7 shutout innings at so 7 innings pitched, had all shutout an inning. 2 hits only. He had lowered his ERA to 2.57 in 4 appearances of the summer, and he's faced 26 batters and has only allowed 3 walks and 8 strikes this season. So definitely a great season for Yasa, especially against the Seagulls, who he's faced 3 times and is 2-1 against.
Yeah, he had a fantastic game last night. 7 innings of no-run ball, as you said, and then 8 Ks in that matchup. And then I want to talk about the other player of the game from last night, Cam Calvillo, who went 4 for 5. Ammar, he had 1 run, a double, and an RBI. And just some quick stats about Cam. This guy hasn't struck out in his last 31 plate appearances.
Phenomenal.
And to add to that, he's only struck out twice in 74 plate appearances.
Right.
Twice.
Right.
That's 74. That's incredible. I mean, he's on a tear right now. 9 hits in his last 4 games. His on-base percentage is up to 506, and his batting average is at 367. So Cam's having an incredible summer, both in the box and in the infield. He's been rotating third, short. You'll see him mostly on the left side of the infield. He hasn't played second base, but he's having an incredible summer, and this is his 3rd player of the game this year.
And 2 other guys last night that really didn't get that much of a highlight that had a great game too was Jackson Bird, the pitcher, and Benjamin Arroyo. Both picked up 2 hit games yesterday. And Bird is actually playing today. He's back in the lineup today at left field after being a designated hitter yesterday. So going to be interesting to see if he can pick that momentum up in today's game. And Nico DeFazio, who's making his 3rd game back after that brutal injury that he suffered, and Walbert were both 1 for 4 with an RBI and are back in the lineup tonight. So, again, a reoccurring theme that we keep talking about, a big rotation for the Crawdads, but it seems like those guys are always playing consistently at the top of the rotation right there. Well, with that being said, let's look at the lineup for the Crawdads. So the batting order right now, Casey Cummings will start it off with at center field. Mark Wahlberg second at right field. Cole Kosciuszko, designated hitter, third on the lineup. Fourth hitter, Isaiah Walker, who will be playing second base. Fifth, Cam Calvillo, third base. And then Jackson Bird at the left field position. Nico Aspilcueta at first base. Eighth, Nico DeFazio at shortstop. And then catcher Nikhil Beasley is the ninth in the batting order. Looking at this lineup today, Dylan, does anything stick out to you about any of these guys?
A couple things, Ammar. I want to talk about Aiden Camberg being out of the lineup for the first time since coming back on June 15th. He played 10 games since returning from UC Santa Barbara, and he's had a really good summer so far, but just taking some rest here today against the Legends, and he is now out. He's been hitting in that 5 spot, but Cam Calvillo will slide in there at the 5. A couple other guys that are standing out right now. Cummings, 6 hits in his last 5 games, and 2 out of his last 3 games have been multi-hit.
Right.
So he's really got it going on right now from the box. He kind of had a slump a few games ago, but he's got it back in order. And Casey's last game against the Legends, he had a fantastic game. I mean, really, 2 hits, a triple, 2 walks, and an RBI. And that was the 11-5 win. So he was standout performance from the top of the lineup.
And it felt like he needed that game, too. He needed to find his footing, and that was kind of the game that kind of has helped him, and which he struggled a lot at the beginning of the season up until that point.
Absolutely. That was a big game for him to break out of his slump.
Mm-hmm.
And then I want to talk about the man at the 3-hole in this lineup, Cole Kosciuszko, who's just having a fantastic summer. And especially, he's loving hitting against the Legends. I mean, in 2 games, he's hitting .444 with 2 home runs and 5 RBIs.
Right.
And both of those games have been at San Mateo. So this is the first game Kosciuszko is playing at home against the Legends.
And we know how good he's been at home.
It's been incredible.
Mm-hmm.
And both games he's had a home run to right field in those games on the road. So we'll see how he does today. I'm very excited to see. He had another fantastic game yesterday, picking up an RBI double. And he's just been on an absolute heater. And then last but not least, Nikhil Beasley, who's hitting in the 9 slot tonight and playing catcher. He had a really good game last time, 3 for 5 with a run scored and an RBI, and that was against the Blues on Tuesday. So we'll see if he can keep things rolling. I know it's hard when the catchers are only playing every 3rd game, basically, because they're rotating Firestone, Beasley, and then Rios. So it's hard to get a lot of solid traction in the box when you're catching every 3rd game. But Beasley found his swing on that game against the Blues. He had 5 at-bats and picked up 3 hits.
Yep, and with that being said, let's look at the pitching matchup for today. We got E.J. McGrew for your Walnut Creek Crawdads, a 6'2", 230-pound lefty from Oakland, California, currently attending Willamette University. He has 4 appearances this summer, 1 non-league appearance against the Anchors. He's 2-1, 4.5 ERA, 9 strikeouts in CCL play, 12 innings pitched in 3 games. He's gone exactly 4 innings in every appearance, and his last appearance was June 22nd at home against the Legends, again, in their 7-3 loss. Again, went 4 innings in that game, 5 earned runs, 6 hits, 3 walks, and a strikeout. And then for the Legends is Cole Roberts, a 5'10", 175-pound righty from Las Vegas, Nevada. He currently attends UNLV, and he has 4 appearances on the summer for the Legends, 8 innings pitched, 18 strikeouts, 2 walks with only 5 hits allowed. At UNLV, too, he's been phenomenal. 15.2 innings pitched in 2 years at UNLV, mainly as a reliever. He had a 3.37 ERA and 10 innings pitched his freshman year, and had a 5.40 ERA and 5 innings pitched in his second year. So not that great of an ERA compared to that first year. Yeah. But he does not have a lot of stamina on the mound and hasn't pitched a lot of innings. So going to be interesting against a Crawdad team that has been phenomenal offensively, and those bats have been swinging.
Yeah, Roberts, he's got a lot of movement on the mound. Talk before the game is he's up to 93.
Yep.
But he just doesn't have a lot of stamina, not a lot of innings pitched, both at UNLV and then here he's only pitched 8 innings. Right. But one thing to note is, as you said, 18 strikeouts in 8 innings with only 2 walks. Now, haven't played the best of competition. He's played the Merchants, the Anchors. So, he hasn't really faced a team like the Crawdads yet who have really been swinging it as of late. So we'll see what Roberts can do on the mound. And if he can go past 2 innings, 3 innings, we'll see.
Yeah, definitely going to be something to look out for. Now, before we head off, let's look at our predictions for tonight's game. I expect the Crawdads to try and get some runs early. The last time these two teams faced each other again was on June 23rd, just 5 days ago, where the Crawdads won that game 11-5. The Crawdads didn't score until that third inning and did not take the lead till the sixth inning, where they had 4 runs. Even in the blowout win against the Blues on Tuesday, where they won 20-8, they trailed in that game as well, 6-3. Won that game with 10 runs in the seventh inning. So you're noticing a common trend. They're going down early in these games, but they're having these innings like the 10 runs in the seventh inning against the Blues, or the the sixth inning where they had 4 runs against the Legends last times they faced. They've had to overcome deficits, but they've had a very, very fantastic offensive performance of one inning that can take them to the finish line. So I think getting on that board early will help them set the tone and not have to rely on a rally and comeback for a win.
Absolutely, Ammar. And I just want to mention the Crawdads are up to 11 wins. No other team in the CCL has even reached 10 yet. There are 2 teams in the South who have 9 wins, but the Crawdads are up to 11 wins right now. So they are just absolutely on a tear. As we said earlier, 9-1 in their last 10. And then for you guys listening, we want to introduce a quote from Isaiah Walker, the 4-hitter tonight, who's also been having fantastic summer, and just want to hear from him about what he has to say going into this matchup against the Legends.
Okay, so you guys are 2-1 against the Legends. Last time you guys faced them was at their home field, 11-5. They snapped your guys' 6-game win streak. Now that you guys have faced this team 3 times, now the 4th time, is there? Give me your thoughts going into this game when you face a team multiple times.
We kind of know what they are at this point, and they're going to be competitive, and so we're going to have to fight and work together to win today.
So just Dylan right there quickly, he just said he understands that even though they faced this team multiple times, it's going to be different, right? I mean, you face a team every single game, they're going to have something different. What did you take away from what he had to say?
I mean, baseball changes every time. No 2 games are the same. So I agree with Walker, and I mean the guys have got to come out here and compete, no matter what the team is, no matter what their record is, no matter how many runs they've scored against them, no matter if they did well or didn't do so well their last time. I mean, baseball changes every time. The pitching matchups change, your feels change. It's a different game every single time you come out here.
And with that said, we will have Austin Oda and Carson on the call for this new game here for the Walnut Creek Crawdads. Thank you so much for joining Dylan and I on this Walnut Creek Crawdads pregame show. First pitch thrown at 4 p.m. Dylan, any last thoughts?
Go Crawdads.
Go Dads. They'll try to extend that win streak to 5. Thank you.
With a game and a half lead over the rest of the North, the Crawdads have a chance to match their season-high 5-game winning streak against the second-place squad. Hello, everyone, and welcome into Monte Vista High School. My name is Carson Mercier, joined alongside Austin Oda, Menlo Park Legends, and the Walnut Creek Crawdads set to square off. Crawdads coming off a convincing victory yesterday in San Bruno.
Might have been the win of the year yesterday, just the overall best performance for the Crawdads this year. We're backed by a really, really fantastic start from the righty Carson. Yasa was as good as he's been all summer. Looking to extend again, like you said, 4-game winning streak, trying to make that 5, trying to keep it going against a really, really good Menlo Park team.
Crawdads come into today 11-5 in the CCL North play, and the Legends 8-5. Let's take a look at Menlo Park's starting 9. The leading off in center field, Hayden Jung Goldberg. Batting second, playing second, Kevin Shea. Dylan Joyce does the DH duties. He bats third. JP Avila bats fourth. He's in left. Vaskin Smith in right, batting fifth. Batting sixth, and making his return to Monte Vista High School, playing first base, Emmett Finney. Josh Quinn, Cannon Treese, Trevor Harmon, shortstop, third base, and catcher for the Legends. They'll be facing the southpaw EJ McGrew.
EJ's been really good this year, 3-1 overall, 3.38 ERA. The strikeout numbers aren't great, just 10 of them in 16 innings, but 6 walks, pretty solid. Coming off his worst start of the season, looking to bounce back.
So Hayden Jung Goldberg climbs into the left-handed batter's box, and we're ready. First pitch of the afternoon, fastball down the middle for a strike. First pitch, 4:07, 87 degrees. First pitch time and temperature brought to you by Meadowlark Dairy, trying to hang on to the Old Town vibe since the early 1900s. Nothing in one pitch, swing and a miss, and McGrew is ahead, 0-2. Goldberg comes in today, 333, no homers, and 2 runs batted in. McGrew has been fantastic on the year, looking to bounce back after a little bit of a rocky start. 0-2 pitch, flipped foul back behind home plate. Count stays 0-2. Went 4 innings against these Legends. 5 hits, 5 runs, 6 hits allowed, and 3 walks. Only struck out 1 batter, but we saw him up to 92 miles an hour. 0-2. Here's the pitch. Fastball popped up left side. Moving over is Calvillo into foul ground. He'll reach out, but just can't make the catch. Drops right in front of him.
And I think just last night, EJ McGrew announced he's entering the portal. A guy that should be pitching at the Division I level. Really, really good stuff. Super competitive. When he's on, he's pretty unhittable.
He showed us flashes last year, but the walks were still kind of a problem. This year, in 16 innings pitched, has only issued 6 walks, which for him has been really, really good. The 0-2 pitch misses outside. Looked like it had some cutting action, and 1-2 the count goes on the Legends leadoff man, Hayden Jung Goldberg. 1-2 pitch. Fastball taken just off the outside, and the count will even 2 balls, 2 strikes. Crawdads, gray tops, white pants with black pinstripes. Craw across the chest in red. Legends, gray pants, green tops with Legends across the chest in white. 2-2 pitch, kind of poked into left field. Back goes Jackson Bird. He's got a beat on it. Makes the catch for the first out of the ball game. Let's take a look at the Walnut Creek Crawdads starting 9. Let's start with the outfield. Aforementioned Jackson Bird is in left. Casey Cummings in center. Mark Wolbert in right. Infield across the diamond, third to first. Cameron Calvillo, Nico DeFazio, Isaiah Walker, and Nico Aspilcueta. Nikhil Beasley does the catching for EJ McGrew. Here's Kevin Shea, left-handed hitting second baseman for the Legends. First pitch on the inner corner and called a strike, 0-1. Shea comes in 2 today, 273, no homers, and 4 runs batted in. 0-1 pitch with McGrew working quickly, and he misses outside. So the count evens a ball and a strike. Legends coming off a 4-1 win yesterday against the Sonoma Stompers. 1-1 pitch, again outside, 2 balls and a strike.
There's some college scouts here today. Could very well be for EJ McGrew. You know, like we said, up to 92 in his last outing. We know he's got more in him if he kind of untaps it.
2-1. Grounded foul into the Crawdad dugout. Finds himself in another 2-2 count.
And when he finds himself in trouble, you mentioned that he's a guy that likes to work quick. Sometimes that's the root of the trouble. He works a little too quick every now and then, gets a little ahead of himself. But when he's on, again, he is pretty unhittable.
2-2 pitch, slider, grounded to the right side. Aspilcueta shuffles to his right, flips to McGrew, who covers and records the out. So 2 up, 2 down to start the afternoon for EJ McGrew.
And a lot of weak contact so far, just a fly ball to left, a grounder to first, but some off-balance swings. Really good start for EJ. Really good signs.
So now, number 3 man designated hitter Dylan Joyce, big, tall righty with a good amount of pop in that bat. Lefty, righty matchup. McGrew shakes off Beasley, agrees and comes home. First pitch on the outside and a called strike, 0-1. 290 average for Joyce on the summer. 4 homers, 7 runs batted in. He's got 9 hits on the year. 6 of them are extra base hits as he flares this one foul the other way, and he's down in the count, 0-2.
And back about a week ago, Joyce went 2 for 3 against McGrew, and what he did was hit fastballs. So what does McGrew do here? Go change up first pitch, slider second pitch, kind of pitching from behind.
McGrew looking for a 1-2-3 first. The 0-2 pitch, rifled the other way into right field. That'll get down into the alleyway. Taken off for second is Joyce. He's going to have extra bases as the throw from Wolbert is cut off. And a 2-out double for Dylan Joyce, who continues to swing a hot bat against the Crawdads and against EJ McGrew.
And that's not even a bad pitch from McGrew. Down and away with the changeup. Probably a little too high up in the zone. Not exactly where you wanted it, but still. Joyce, just a professional hitter. Goes out, gets it, takes it where it's thrown, goes the other way with it, sits back just enough, but still has power behind it. One of the best hitters in the conference.
Now the left fielder, J.P. Avila. Right-handed batter twirls the bat, kind of flips it over his head and waits for the first pitch. McGrew will work from the stretch for the first time today and fires in a fastball strike right down the middle.
If only it was a strike.
It was not. 1-0. Looked pretty good.
A little low, just a touch.
1-0 pitch. Pretty much same spot, a little higher, called a strike, and the count evens 1-1. So the Legends have really struggled with extra base hits, collecting extra base hits. That double from Dylan Joyce, just the 8th in the last 5 games, as the 1-1 is tapped foul. A ball and 2 strikes on Avila.
There have been starts where we've seen EJ 86 to 88 with the fastball today. A little warmer out, sitting 89, 91. Really, really good early returns from EJ.
No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, top of the first inning, no score, as the pitch is fouled off and off of Nikhil Beasley. Count will stay 1-2.
Avila was really cold the last time these two teams played. Broke out with the 2-hit day. Hit a double. Guy with good talent at the plate. Funky stance.
1 ball, 2 strikes. McGrew 2 looks back to second. High leg kick, and the pitch is grounded foul. High chopper down the third base line that, I don't know, maybe made it 10 feet past the plate. Count will stay 1-2, and we'll do it again. McGrew trying to work a scoreless top half of the first inning. Struggled in his last start. A ton of his runs came in the first inning as the 1-2 pitch skied into deep right. Wolbert going back and over towards the foul line. He won't make the catch as it lands over the fence and out of play. McGrew gave up 4 top half of the first inning runs in his last start against the Legends. Was pretty solid outside of that. In a battle with the Legends left fielder. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, scoreless in the top half of the first inning. McGrew comes set. 1-2 pitch. Flared into center field, not deep. Cummings charging hard, but it'll be the shortstop DeFazio who goes back and out to make the catch that ends the inning. 2-out double for Dylan Joyce. Legends don't score. Crawdads coming up for the home half here on the Walnut Creek Crawdads streaming network. Crawdads coming to bat in the home half of the first inning after the Legends leave the 2-out double stranded. Casey Cummings, Mark Wolbert, Cole Kosciuszko, Isaiah Walker, Cam Calvillo, Jackson Bird, Nico Azpilcueto, Nico DeFazio, and Nikhil Beasley. 1 through 9 for the Dads going up against the short right-hander, Cole Roberts.
Cole Roberts has been tremendous this summer. 2-1, triple zeros on his ERA, 8 innings, 18 strikeouts to 2 walks. Doesn't really go deep into games. Currently spent 2 years at UNLV. Was okay there.
Casey Cummings into the right-handed batter's box. First pitch, swing and a miss on a fastball down the middle. And it's 0-1, 89 on that heater.
Per his Twitter, he's 90 to 93, top 94. Likely going to see a little more high 8s than low 9s, but definitely a really talented arm.
0-1. Pitch is down low in the dirt. A ball and a strike on the Crawdad center fielder. 236, 2 homers, and 10 runs batted in for Casey on the summer. Has started to swing a better bat as of recently. Has hits in 4 of his last 5 games. 1-1 pitch. Got him on the elbow guard. Actually knocked the elbow guard off his arm. Looks to be okay. Casey will have first base. That's how things start for the Crawdads in the home half of the first.
Welcome to the Casey Cummings Show. There's a picture on our Instagram right now of Casey bat flipping. It's a bat flip after a hit by pitch.
So now the right fielder, Mark Wolbert, left-handed batter with a man on first base and nobody out. Roberts comes home. First pitch fastball is fouled off and out of play. The other way, 0-1. Wolbert 1 for 5 yesterday, scored a run, knocked in an RBI. Continues to put up good at-bats, fights with 2 strikes. I think that's the main thing that we've pretty much noticed over the summer. Throw over, but Casey's back standing. Always a steal threat. Over there is Casey. 8 stolen bags this summer, tied for the lead for the Crawdads. 0-1 pitch. Line drive left field, pretty deep. John Goldberg going back into the alleyway, and it's gone. 2-run homer, Mark Wolbert's first of the summer, and the Dads lead it 2-0 in the first.
Backside bomb, Mark Wolbert. I was thinking today, you know, Mark Wolbert, the swings are starting to look better, but he's gone pull a little too much. I love the opposite field approach. That is a tank from Mark Wolbert. 363 the other way, yeah.
And he was the ice cream batter.
Yeah.
So someone's getting free ice cream, and early. As Cole Kosciuszko, Crawdad DH, steps up. Another left-hand hitter for Roberts to face. Working from the stretch, first pitch misses outside, and 1-0. Kosciuszko, day off defensively for him today. Saw him at first yesterday in San Bruno. Waiting for the 1-0. Fastball runs outside. 2 balls, no strikes. Kosciuszko, 338 average, 6 homers. That leads the CCL. 29 runs batted in. Also leads the CCL by a pretty large margin. 2 balls, no strikes. Roberts delivers and brushes Kosciuszko back. Kind of had to dance out of the way of it, and the count's 3-0.
Cole Kosciuszko could sit for a week and a half and still lead the CCL and RBI.
I mean, it's how good he has been.
Right. It's been unbelievable.
9 of his 17 games played, extra base or 2 base hits at least. It's pretty unbelievable. 3-0, he's taken. Fastball right down the middle, and it's 3-1.
But I would not give him that pitch again. Fastball elevated inner half. Now 3-1, green light.
Here it is, home. Fastball, he gets the green light, lines it out to deep right field. Goldberg moving over. It's going to land right into the gap. Heading for second is Kosciuszko. He'll pull it up there, and a double to follow up the homer for the Dads.
Just keep hitting. He is unconscious right now. Back-to-back games with doubles early on. He just, it's insane. We're running out of things to say about him. I'm going to need him to stop hitting for a little bit because it makes our job hard.
It's the 11th double on the year for Cole Kosciuszko. And it'll bring up Isaiah Walker. Still nobody out in the home half of the first inning. 2 runs already home. Nearly taken off for third was Kosciuszko, but he'll bring it back, and the first pitch is in there for a strike. 288, no homers, 15 runs batted in for the Crawdads second baseman. We've seen him play third, short, left, but pretty much found a home at second. Kosciuszko still dancing off second base as the 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss, nothing in 2.
Cole Kosciuszko, that his 10th conference double of the year. Second place, Dylan Lena has 8. The ball just does not fly at the academy. Third place has 5. Cole Kosciuszko has doubled third place in runs in doubles.
Nothing in 2. Fastball way high, and a ball and 2 strikes to Isaiah Walker.
The top 2 RBI getters in conference play are both Crawdads. Cole Kosciuszko has doubled the next non-Crawdad. It's insane.
1 ball, 2 strikes, nobody out. Home half of the first. Righty on righty as Roberts is set on the top of the mound, staring down Kosciuszko. Comes home and the pitch is fouled back into the screen. 1-2 will do it again. Walker riding a 3-game hit streak. He's 5 for 15 in that span. 7 runs batted in. He's a good guy to have at the plate. One and two. Roberts sets at the belt. Comes home. Kosciuszko taken off for third. The pitch is fouled off the other way. Kosciuszko will retreat, and we'll do the 1-2 again.
Likely would have been strike 3 to Walker at the plate, but Kosciuszko had such a huge jump there. For a while, he was leading the CCL in stolen bases, but his own teammate, Casey Cummings, has passed him up. Still 7 steals, hasn't been thrown out once.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Roberts quicker to the plate this time, and it's bounced on the ground to Kevin Shea at second. Ranges to his left, throws to first in time for the first out. Kosciuszko into third. Let's take a look at the Menlo Park Legends defense. Started with the outfield, left to right, J.P. Avila, Aiden Jung Goldberg, Vaskin Smith, infield third to first, Cannon Treese, Josh Quinn, Kevin Shea, Emmett Finney, and Trevor Harmon behind the plate for Cole Roberts. Here's Cam Calvillo, Crawdad third baseman, right-handed batter. Roberts working from the stretch this whole inning, even with nobody on, will continue to do so with a runner on third and 1 out. First pitch in there for a strike, and it's 0-1 to Cam Calvillo. 367, no homers, 9 runs batted in. His on-base percentage over 500.
Wow.
0-1. Flared the other way, and he's down in the count. 0-2.
There was 92 from Cole Roberts, right on the outside. It feels like he's already, 3-4 batters in, starting to settle in a little bit. Tough first couple batters. You hit the first guy, and you're always going to be out of rhythm. You give up a home run to the second guy, you're going to be a little more out of rhythm. But since the Kosciuszko double, started to find the strike zone more.
No balls, 2 strikes. Pitch to Calvillo, misses outside, 1-2. Haven't seen much else other than the fastball quite yet.
Gone to the slider a little bit, but nothing special from the slider yet.
1-2 pitch. Popped up just beyond the infield. Shea ranges into the shallow lawn. Stares into the sky, makes the catch. Kosciuszko will retreat to third base. So now 2 straight set down by Cole Roberts, and there's 2 gone in the first.
Yeah, good to see. Always like a guy bouncing back, especially after giving up some hard contact early. Now just a batter away from getting out of it. Again, leadoff hit by pitches, leadoff walks. They come home to score more often than not. But you get out of this inning with just 2 runs allowed, you're feeling fine if you're Cole Roberts.
So Crawdad left fielder coming up with a man on third. Crawdads looking to extend their 2-0 lead in the bottom of the first inning. Trying to keep adding on as the first pitch to Bird misses outside, 1-0. Bird still below the Mendoza line, hitting 195, a homer and 3 runs batted in. But has hit the ball hard, had
4 really good at-bats yesterday.
4 great swings, 2 hits to show for him, including a double. 1-0 pitch, up and away, 2-0. Bird just got off to such a slow start. Had 9 strikeouts in his first 5 games. He's only had 2 in the last 5 he's played. So he's been a lot better. And passes the eye test for sure as the 2-0. Catches the corner, fastball called a strike, 2-1.
1 homer this summer came against these Legends. That was the last time that the Crawdads had a big winning streak against the Legends here about a week ago.
2-1. Swing and a miss, a little late on the fastball, and it's 2-2. Crawdads come in today, of course, winning their last 4 games. They're 9-1 in their last 10. That one loss against these Legends. And the Legends ended their previous season high winning streak of 5 games as the 2-2 fouled in and out of Harmon's glove. We'll do it again.
I really do like what I'm seeing from Cole Roberts on the mound, though. Really competitive every at bat. Heavy dose of fastballs, but it's a good fastball. Got a good profile to it.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runs home in the inning. Kosciuszko takes his lead off third. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Floats outside, looked like an off-speed offering. And the count's full on Jay Bird.
Guy that does not walk a lot. Would like to see that improve a little bit because the slugging numbers are pretty good. It's just the OBP that kind of lags behind.
3-2 pitch on the way. Fastball fouled back, and we'll do it again. So the Crawdads have put up some really, really competitive at-bats thus far. Even the guys that have gotten out, fouled off a couple of pitches, battled with 2 strikes, stayed alive. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Roberts kind of working at a slower pace as he comes set, takes a deep breath, and the pitch is fouled into the net again. So we'll do the 3-2 again.
Really, really good at bat from Jackson Bird. Like you mentioned, struggled with the strikeout a lot early on, but the bat speed's starting to pick up a little bit, getting into a rhythm at the plate. He's been really good recently on both sides of the ball. Now, again, 4 phenomenal at bats yesterday, starting his day 1 for 1, plus at bat.
3-2 pitch. Fastball taken. That's strike 3 right on the outside corner. But the Crawdads get 2 runs thanks to Mark Wolbert and his first home run as a Crawdad, his first home run of the summer. We'll go to the second, 2-0. Dads lead it. Top half of the second inning, 2-0. Dads lead it. McGrew trots back out to the mound. Bet he's feeling pretty thankful right now. Some run support from Mark Wolbert, first home run of the year. A 2-run shot to get things going for the Crawdads. Legends are going to have Vaskin Smith, Emmett Finney, and Josh Quinn here on the top of the second inning. McGrew's first pitch of the inning. Fastball and a strike, 0-1 to the legend right fielder. 290, 3 homers. 9 runs batted in for Vaskin Smith as the 0-1 is right there for a strike, and it's 0-2.
90-90 at the knees. Take that every time. Get out ahead. Now you can play with your food.
0-2. Fastball fouled off, and Vaskin Smith just got a piece of it. 90 miles an hour from E.J. McGrew. It's firm.
Yeah.
And he works quickly. Doesn't give you a lot of time to settle in as the 0-2 already on the way and fouled back again.
So many foul balls. Making Zerk do some work. No Zirkle, E.J. McGrew, high school teammates.
Ryan Delaney behind us.
Nah, he doesn't count.
Yeah, but he's here. 0-2. Here it is. Fastball kind of nubbed on the ground to the right side. Walker's got it. Quick throw to first is in time, and there's 1 away.
Went fastball, change up, down and away. Smith was way out in front of it, kind of just lunged out to get it. Walker makes the play. He's really improved at second base. It was a couple tough games early on for him, but he's gotten better as the year's gone on.
Now the former Crawdad
legend,
current legend, Emmett Finney, right-handed batter, takes a strike, and it's 0-1. We've seen him a couple of times this year, both at the College of San Mateo. Taking his first cuts back at Monte Vista High School since July of last year as the 0-1 is waved at and missed. 0-2.
I mean, build the statue.
awesome, awesome, awesome person. Nothing in 2 pitch is grounded to short. Couple of hops for DeFazio. He gobbles it up, throws to first, and just barely in time to get Finney by about half a step, and there's 2 gone.
Took a weird hop up to DeFazio, and it looked like he really couldn't corral it in his throwing hand for a while, but he's got a really good arm over there. Makes the play over to first. Emmett was smelling knock out of the box. Made it close.
So 2 up, 2 down to start the second for McGrew. And the legend shortstop Josh Quinn coming up. First pitch on the way. Fastball line drive right at Isaiah Walker. Kind of jumps and knocks it down, recovers, and no throw to first.
I think error.
I don't know if that...
I think he almost like overran and then overjumped it. Just looked a little awkward. Kind of was knuckling towards him off the end of the bat.
Whatever way you want to put it, there's a runner on first and 2 outs. The same thing that we saw back in the first. McGrew got the first 2 guys pretty quickly. Gave up the 2-out double to Dylan Joyce, but was able to work out of it. Here's Cannon Treese. Take one a little low. Looked like the fastball. 1-0 to the legend third baseman. 217, no homers, and 4 runs batted in. 2-0, Crawdads lead it, top half of the second inning. McGrew working from the stretch with Quinn leading off first, and the pitch misses down low. 2 balls and no strikes.
Did give him an error. I think rightfully so. Carson disagrees.
Small lead for Quinn off first. McGrew comes to the plate, 2-0, swing and a miss, and it's 2-1. Going to the outside corner with the fastball. Could be pretty effective because then you can play the changeup off of it, and we've already seen him do that. Baskin Smith working on the outer corner. 2-1, and he got him picked off. Throw to second from Azpilicueta is in time to get him. Josh Quinn picked off of first base to end the inning. E.J. McGrew goes 1-2-3, the traditional, non-traditional way, and the Crawdads are coming up in the bottom of the second inning. 2-0 here on the Walnut Creek Crawdads streaming network. Home half of the second inning, Crawdads coming to bat, leading 2-0 over the Menlo Park Legends. 7, 8, 9 for the Dads, Azpilicueta, DeFazio, and Beasley. Cole Roberts still on the hill for the Legends. Allowed the first 3 batters to reach in the first inning. 2 runs scored, 2-run homer for Mark Wolbert. But was able to get the next 3 guys. His first pitch swinging for Azpilicueta. Back up the middle, the shortstop Quinn behind the second base bag. His throw a little wild, and Azpilicueta will reach on the error. And actually the throw got into the Crawdad dugout, so Azpilicueta is going to have second base.
I think the boys in the booth are calling it hit and error.
So an infield single and an E6 on the throw. Azpilicueta stands on second base, nobody out, and the shortstop Nico DeFazio.
You know, give him the hit. Speed demon, Nico Azpilicueta.
Running out infield knocks.
I think he would have gotten there with even with a good throw.
He gave it a good hard 90. DeFazio waits the first pitch. Roberts comes home and misses outside, little low too. 1-0. DeFazio 385, no homers, 2 runs batted in. 1 for 4 yesterday. Right-handed batter. White arm sleeve and a red bat. Waits the 1-0. Fastball ripped through the left side into the left field corner. Gonna be extra bases. Azpilicueta's gonna score with ease into second. DeFazio with an RBI double. Dads lead it 3-0 in the second.
That is the best piece Nico DeFazio's had all year. Out in front of what looked like a cutter on the inside, DeFazio tucks it into the corner. 95 off the bat, barrel for Nico DeFazio.
Third extra base hit of the day for the Dads. And the number 9 man and Crawdad catcher Nikhil Beasley is coming up. Nikhil a day off yesterday. Slots in the number 9 spot for the Dads today. Slow start to a summer, but maybe starting to get it going after going 3 for 5 in game 1 against the Blues. And he hits this one into right field pretty well. Smith going down and over towards the line. It's going to drop down and into the corner. Being waved from second is DeFazio. Into second is Nikhil Beasley with an RBI double.
How about this start for the Crawdads today? After Cole Roberts has been fantastic through his first 4 outings, Crawdads are just piecing up the baseball. That one, not as hard hit as the one from DeFazio, but slices it, hits it the right way. 90 down the middle. Do what you have to do with it.
Nikhil Beasley now 4 for his last 6. As the top of the order, Casey Cummings coming up. Crawdads lead it 4-0, 2 runs in each of the first 2 innings, but nobody out in the bottom of the second. As the first pitch is a slider that misses outside. 1-0. Casey got hit on that left elbow to start the game. Looks like he's since removed his elbow guard. Usually wears the white Evo shield to protect the left elbow, but right now not wearing it.
Didn't really do him much good in his last at bat. Got it knocked off. Maybe it broke. Maybe he just doesn't care. He's ready. Give it to me.
Ball no strikes on the Crawdad leadoff man, with Beasley leading off second base. Small lead for him there. Here's the 1-0. Just a little low, I guess, and it's 2-0.
Really, really solid pitch. The cutters missed a lot up and in to right-handed batters. That one tried to hit it on the outside. Thought he got the spot. He didn't miss.
2 balls, no strikes. Roberts set. Pitch on the way. Fastball top of the zone and called a strike. Kind of had Casey standing straight up, trying to get out of the way of it. Maybe a cutter.
Yeah, went back to the cutter. This time on the inside. He's tried to front door a lot, but hasn't gotten it. That one, a really nice pitch.
2 balls and a strike. Casey waits. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Kind of the same spot. Called a strike, and the count evens 2-2.
Yeah, that one traditional fastball. Maybe a little arm side run. Ended up a little tight to Casey. Was a strike. Got a little bit of a generous call.
Roberts looking for his second strikeout of the day. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch home. Slider popped up right side. Finney going straight back with the line. Turns himself around and catches the first out of the second inning.
Solid at bat from Casey, though. When he's in a 2-strike hole, he's kind of been taught over the last couple of weeks, go the other way with it. Does that there. Just a little late.
So Mark Wolbert coming to bat for the second time today, and his first, he homered to left center field. Probably his best swing of the summer.
How about another?
Why not?
Yeah.
First pitch to him, fastball misses high, and it's 1-0.
I'm feeling it.
Ball's carrying.
Yeah. Swing looks good.
We've seen him start to kind of go the other way, hitting the ball on a line, kind of right at guys. There's the 1-0 on the corner. Called a strike, 1-1. Early in the summer, kind of rolling everything over. It's probably been a while since he'd been in a game, too. Starting to find his groove again. 4-0, Crawdads lead it. Bottom of the second, still threatening. As the 1-1 to Mark Wolbert. Cutter misses inside, 2 balls, a strike. First 3 batters for the Crawdads have reached in each of the first 2 innings. 2-1 pitch. Foul Fouled back, 2-2. Another good hack from the left-handed hitter, Mark Wolbert. Just got a little under it.
Kind of a good pitch to do it on, too. 2-1. Slider on the outside. Try to wrap it around. It's the pitch if Wolbert wants to go the other way with it to do it on.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Roberts set. 2 looks back. Now 3 looks back to second. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Slider popped out of his hand, and the count's full. Kind of just never really gave it the chance to slide. And missed in the right-handed batter's box. Wolbert steps out. Now back in. Adjusts the helmet and waits. 3-2 on the way. Fastball outside. That's ball 4, and the Crawdads have runners on first and second. 1 out with Cole Kosciuszko coming up.
Talk about how good the offense has been today for the Crawdads. Usually, when the Crawdads have success on the offensive end, it's because they're taking advantage of walks. But that's the first walk that the righty Roberts is allowed today. And now, see if they can take advantage.
Gonna warrant a mound visit. Whole infield gonna join Cole Roberts on the top of the mound. And yeah, you talked about the walks and how they've kind of struggled with walks against the Crawdads this year. 10 walks per 9 versus the Crawdads this year. 2.08 versus the rest of the CCL. It doesn't really sound real.
It doesn't, but it is. And that's how good the Crawdads offense has been this year. Super, super patient. You kind of expect against a team like this to be a lot of 3-0, 3-1 green lights. Crawdads play within themselves.
So meeting on the mound over. Roberts, after a breather, will have to face Cole Kosciuszko, who's already doubled today into the right center gap. And yeah, stop me if you heard that before.
I was just going to say, stop me if you've heard it before. This is the guy you want at the dish right now.
Runners on first and second, 1 out in the inning. Roberts' first pitch, off speed, offering, misses high and away to the left-handed hitter, and it's 1-0.
And I'm sure that's exactly what the Legends head coach went out to tell Cole Roberts is it might be okay to not throw this guy a strike right now.
Shakes off his catcher Harmon and comes set. 1-0. Again, an off-speed pitch. This one, no chance. Kind of floated out of his hand, and it's 2-0.
Yeah, wouldn't be surprised if we see a heavy dose of sliders, splitters. Nothing hard.
Cole Kosciuszko now a 5-game hitting streak after his double in the first. He's 10 for his last 21 as the 2-0 misses outside. 3 balls and no strikes on the DH.
Yeah, he's not getting anything to hit. 10 for 21 with now 5 doubles, 4 homers.
Yeah.
Needs to hit more singles.
Hates him. 3-0. Just on the outside corner, and it's 3-1. Pretty good spot from Cole Roberts.
Well, now he's got the green light. You get excited when he gets into a hitter's count. You get excited when he's in an 0-2 hole.
Beasley off second, Wolbert off first, neither of which have big leads, as the 3-1 to Kosciuszko's grounded on the right side. Knocking it down is Finney. He'll flip to first, and just in time to get Kosciuszko at first base. Nice job by Cole Roberts to get over there and cover.
Yeah, that's a big play. Of course, it gets out number 2, but Finney struggled over at first base last summer. Here, knocks the first play he sees on the day down. Leads Roberts to the bag. Kosciuszko out by half a step.
Both runners move up 90 feet, so Beasley leads off third, Wolbert off second, and Walker is in the dish. Right-handed batter takes a cutter, called a ball 1-0. Trying to still just go inside 2 righties with that cutter. Found some success with it. A little to Casey. But other than that, it's kind of struggled. Crawdads leading 4-0, looking to add on as the 1-0. Skied into center field, not too deep. Goldberg is moving over and towards the right center alleyway, makes the catch to end the inning. Crawdads tack on 2 more on 3 base hits. We'll go to the third, 4-0. Crawdads lead it. 8, 9, and 1 for Menlo Park in the top of the third inning. Dads lead it 4-0. E.J. McGrew back to work. Cannon Treese, right-handed batter, takes a strike on the fastball, and it's 0-1. Cannon was in the box in a 2-1 count when Josh Quinn was caught stealing to end the second inning, as the 0-1 is fouled back into the screen, and it's quickly 0-2.
Just like last inning, first two pitches of the at-bat, the first at-bat for McGrew, fastball, strike one, strike two, and he's well ahead.
Working quickly, 0-2 pitch, fastball off the outside, and a 1-2 the count.
And he's not, EJ has never been a huge strikeout guy, especially in the CCL, but he's going to get ahead, and he's going to force weak contact.
1-2 kind of hit sharply off the glove of McGrew, shoots towards shortstop, and it'll be an infield single. Crawdads may have gotten a little unlucky there. McGrew, had he just let it go by, DeFazio may have been there, but I guess we'll never know. And the inning will start with the leadoff single.
So what? 4-run game. It's what you're allowed to do in situations like that. You get ahead. You're allowed to throw strikes. You're allowed to go a little more over the middle of the plate. Now get another ground ball. Get out of the inning. Or excuse me, turn a pair.
First pitch to the number 9 man, Trevor Harmon, misses. Daps in, it's 1-0. Harmon has struggled, batting just 118, no homers, and 3 runs batted in on the summer. Righty waits, lefty delivers, fastball fouled in our direction, and the count evens 1-1. McGrew just trying to back a pretty much perfect start from Carson Yasa yesterday in San Bruno. Carson went 7 scoreless innings, 8 strikeouts, gave up 2 hits as the 1-1 misses down below the zone. 2 balls and a strike on the number 9 man. It was first conference shutout for the Crawdads since July 2nd of 2022, nearly 2 years to the day. 2-1 on the way. Hit up the middle, could be 2. DeFazio ranges to his left. Flip to second with some trouble as somehow Walker's able to just dive on the ball, keep his foot on the bag, and get out number 1. Cannon Treese is retired. Harmon reaches on the fielder's choice.
If you're DeFazio there, you got to just step on the second base bag. All your momentum going towards first base. You got a good arm. It's not a ton of speed down the line with Trevor Harmon. Kind of overthought it a little bit. Tried to get a little too fancy with it.
So still a runner on first and 1 out now, top of the order, John Goldberg, as he rolls the first pitch foul, 0-1. But it was a 6-0 win over Sonoma. 2 years ago, Hollis Fanning started that game, went 7 innings. Idris Azani finished it out, 2 innings, 3 Ks. He was awesome that summer. 0-1, tapped foul again, and it's 0-2.
You're telling me.
You got it.
I got
to see it.
Yeah.
With your own eyes.
Idris Azani was awesome because he was like 6'6", like 230, but he threw like 84, 86, and just got outs. It looked so much faster.
No balls, 2 strikes, and 1 out, top of the third inning. Swing and a miss. That's strike 3, and the first strikeout for E.J. McGrew is the second out of the third inning.
Slider on the outside. See a perfect spot.
Made quick of Hayden Jung Goldberg, just 3 pitches, and now Kevin Shea coming to the plate. Another left-handed batter for the Legends. Grounded into a 3-1 putout for out number 2 in the first inning. Harmon takes his lead off first, 2 outs, top of the third, 4-0 Crawdads lead. Lefty McGrew comes home, pitches in the dirt. Beasley kind of had a late view on it and throw down to second in time to get him. Trevor Harmon caught stealing. The second caught stealing on the day for the Dads. We'll go to the home half of the third inning. 4-0 Crawdads coming up. Back at Monte Vista High School, home half of the third inning, Crawdads lead it 4-0. Cam Calvillo, Jackson Bird, and Nico Azpilicueta scheduled to bat here in the bottom of the third inning. It's still Cole Roberts on the mound for the Legends. Has got touched up a bit, 2 runs in each of the first 2 innings. First pitch to Calvillo, swing in and he pops it up, right side foul ground. Finney gives it a look, but it lands by Ryan Delaney, who makes a barehanded catch after the
Did he make the play?
Off the carom. Caromed off the shed.
I count it.
It was a good play. 0-1 to Cam. Roberts from the stretch. First, and the pitch is pretty good off-speed pitch. Right down the middle for a strike, and it's 0-2 on Cam Calvillo. 0-2. Fastball popped up right side. Finney going back again with the line, but it gives way to Kevin Shea, the second baseman, who makes the catch and foul ground for the first out of the third.
So I was talking to Cam Calvillo today about Ryan Delaney, actually, and the pitchers took batting practice today. That's always kind of the Brant Cummings thing. If the pitchers throw a shutout, next day, pitcher BP. Apparently this year was a little underwhelming. We've had some really good hitters the last couple years in the pitching staff. Obviously this guy, Jackson Bird, but apparently only 2 pitcher home runs today. It's both of the IL guys. Noah Madsen, Rowan Latau. Unofficial IL.
Bird, left-handed batter, grounds the first pitch he sees. A diving stop by Emmett Finney. Throws from his behind and can't get Jackson Bird at first base. Kind of tough for me to see because there's a pole in my face, but great effort and a base hit for Jackson Bird.
I love Emmett Finney. No one's going to say that was the most graceful-looking dive ever. I think it was a little more of a fall than anything. But he gets to it, makes the play. Has a pretty solid feed over to first. Sure.
1 out infield single for Bird brings up Nico Azpilicueta. First pitch to him. Curveball swing and a miss, 0-1.
But back to the point. Apparently Ryan Delaney has a really good swing, but 0 power.
Singles machine.
Right.
Yeah. 0-1. Outside. Ball and a strike to Azpilicueta.
And to be honest, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I could have seen Ryan Delaney if he threw righty being like a good like Luis Arias.
I could see Ryan Delaney getting 100 at-bats as the 1-1 hit on the ground to second. Shea turns, throws to second for 1, back to first in time, a double play. 4-6-3 to end the inning. We'll go to the fourth, 4-0. Crawdads lead it. Austin Oda going to be taking over on play-by-play.
Top of the fourth inning here from Monte Vista. Austin Oda, Carson Mercier on the call. EJ McGrew back out for inning number 4. It's been a really, really nice start to the outing for EJ. 3 shutout innings, just 2 hits, 1 strikeout, and only 1 runner left on. So he's been really efficient. First pitch fastball, just a little outside, 1-0. Kevin Shea was in a 1-0 count after a ball got to the forehand side of Nikhil Beasley behind the plate, threw out the runner to end the inning. 1-0, down and away, 2-0. Hasn't been a ton of adversity for EJ today. A 2-out double from Dylan Joyce back in the first. A 2-out error that was quickly erased on a pickoff in the second, as this one's grounded up the middle. Walker on a backhand behind the second base bag, off his back foot, throws to first, dropped by Espoqueda, but was late anyway. An infield single for Kevin Shea.
Wow. What an effort by Isaiah Walker. I mean, that ended up behind the second base bag. He was throwing from the left side of the bag. Cross body, no momentum, still almost got him. Great effort.
Here's Dylan Joyce, who has some ownage on EJ McGrew. 3 for 4, a homer, a single, a double. It's just a triple away from a cycle against the Crawdads lefty, who sets just above the belt, kicks with the first pitch on the outside with a changeup, 0-1. And just like in his first at bat, we saw changeup, slider. Don't want to give him anything hard over the middle of the plate to hit. Trying to get a double play ball. 0-1. Down and away. Beasley blocks it, but keeps it close enough to keep Shea at first as he claps his hands in frustration. 1-1.
Not much he could have done about that. It was well in front of home plate. Did a good enough job to keep the runner on first. Result-based business.
4-0 Crawdads lead here in the top of the fourth. EJ McGrew set just above the belt. Looks over to first. Now looks again and throws over there. Had Shea leaning a little bit, but the throw was late. 1-1.
He's already picked one guy off today, and I was close to a second. Shea's got to be careful.
A little bit of stirring in the Crawdads bullpen. A ball and a strike. Joyce takes down low. Good block by Beasley. Now it gets behind him somehow. And moving up to second on the wild pitch is Shea. He's pretty frustrated. Kevin Shea looked over the dugout. Is kind of motioning for them to talk a little more. Don't blame him.
Yeah, you got to be yes, yes, yes. You see that ball get behind the catcher. It can be tough. You know, you're taking your lead off first and got to rely on your guys. Just didn't hear anything, but got to second regardless.
2 balls, a strike, no outs. A runner in scoring position after the single and the wild pitch with the most dangerous hitter on this Legends team at the plate. 2-1, change up, down and away, 3-1.
Yeah, with a 4-run lead, I'm still going right after him, even with a guy on base, because you walk him and then it's one swing of a bat away from a 1-run game.
3 balls and a strike. Big, powerful Dylan Joyce at the plate. McGrew looks back to second. Now the 3-1. Outside ball 4. Went away with the fastball. First walk for McGrew.
Yeah, McGrew, how many 3-ball counts has he had today? That was the first.
Been super efficient.
Yeah. Tough to lose him right there, but I guess if you're looking at the bright side, ground ball could be 2. We'll see.
Or more.
Stay tuned. Phone a friend.
Here's JP Avila, popped up to Nico DeFazio, the shortstop, in his last at bat. First pitch to him. Hit high and deep center field. Cummings going back. See you later. Just like we said, it's a 1-run game. Over the batter's eye, 450 feet.
Just heard Mac say, "Holy Toledo." Yeah. 450 feet. Are you kidding me?
That's easily the furthest ball I've seen hit in 3 years.
Yeah. My goodness.
I mean, you can kind of hear the words behind us right now. They're not for us to be repeated over on air. But, wow.
What was the exit velo on
107.
that? Wow. He got it.
That's the first home run from anyone other than Dylan Joyce and this guy in the lineup today. First pitch from McGrew to Vaskin Smith is up and away, ball 1. Wow.
Those types of swings just leave you speechless.
Oh my goodness. The 1-0. Smith takes down low, 2-0. Now Jackson Pace in the Crawdads bullpen, starting to throw with a little more authority. That might be the furthest ball I've seen hit ever live.
It's top 5 for me.
2-0 hits him, and EJ is gotta get a little talking to right now. Needs a little breather.
Yeah, absolutely. You give up, I mean, the first 3 guys reach, or I should say the first 2 guys reach, then you give up the homer. Your mind can be all over the place. And it certainly is for McGrew right now. Austin Harrington going out to give him a chat. Slow walk out there, just trying to get him to catch his breath. Try and work super quickly when things aren't going your way. Sometimes all you need is to slow down.
Should we take a little look? Let's look around the CCL is brought to you by American Stage Tours, small enough to care, large enough to compete. Just 3 games going on right now. The game you're listening to, Walnut Creek leads Menlo Park 4-3. Crawdads trying to extend to a 5-game winning streak. Ventura County and Santa Barbara tied at 1 at Eddie Matthew Singular Field at Santa Barbara High School. OC Conejo leads, or excuse me, San Diego and Conejo leads 1-0 in the bottom of the second. Alameda and Slow, first pitch in about an hour. And OC and Arroyo Seco, first pitch in 2. Here's Emmett Finney, the first baseman. First pitch, line drive over the Crawdads dugout, 0-1.
That would have been dangerous if the merch tent was still there.
True.
But we moved the merch tent.
You're welcome.
Saved a life.
Or 2. 0-1. Finney takes just below the knees with the fastball, 1-1.
We all know how awesome Emmett Finney is. Emmett Finney, the yellow batting gloves, green bat, kind of matches the colors for the Legends.
Rooted in Oakland.
Love it.
1-1. Down low, good block by Beasley. Sorry, that rooted in Oakland might be a sore subject here in the booth. He's not actually from Oakland. It's just he looks like he could play for the A's.
He's the only guy kind of repping the Legends.
Yeah, legendary.
Awesome.
McGrew a long hold, now the 2-1. Broken bat flare into right field. That's going to drop for a base knock. Over to cut it off is Wolbert. Moving up to second is Smith as that bat shattered. Say goodbye to the legendary bat.
Yeah, no more green bat.
You've killed it today, because the home run right before you said, something about double play turn to triple play, and then you talk about how awesome the bat is.
Yeah.
I will say that bat did not sound baseball-ish.
No, that sounded like it had some fun stuff in there.
Can we check it? Call me Andrew the way I check it.
Wow. Shout out.
Shout out Check. Checks?
Checks.
He's awesome. Here's Josh Quinn. All of a sudden, a 1-run game, the tying run at second base here in the 4th. First pitch to Quinn. Swing and a miss. Fastball on the outside edge, 0-1. Quinn reached on an error back in the second and then was picked off by McGrew. EJ's completed 4 innings in each of his 4 starts this summer. 0-1. Outside corner with a fastball, 0-2. Looking to do so for the 5th time. He's factored in the decision in each of his 4 starts. 3-1 record so far. 4-1 has a nice ring to it. Got to get out of this 4th. Looks to second twice. 0-2 to the plate. Swing and a foul tip into the glove of Beasley. Strike 3 swinging. Second strikeout for McGrew and a huge out number 1 here in the 4th.
Brick by brick is how you got to get out of this inning. So what? 3 runs already scored. You still have a lead. Now, ground ball away from getting out of it.
Here's Kenan Treese, the third baseman. 1 for 1, a single, and then was retired at second on a fielder's choice back in the 3rd inning. McGrew looks to second, kicks to the plate, foul back.
The crowd mic just took a tumble.
I think the crowd mic might have just died.
Do you even see it in the fence? Okay.
On the field. Rest in peace to the crowd mic. No balls and a strike. McGrew, a long hold above the belt. 0-1. Where did that one miss? Ooh, we're going to mute that.
Trackman says.
Trackman says didn't.
Oh. Good pitch then.
Yeah. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. McGrew from the belt looks to second. Looks to second again. Now to the plate. 1-1. Hit high and deep, left center field. Cummings going back into his right. Looks like he's got it, does. And grabs it for out number 2.
That one off the bat looked like it was going to go a little further than it actually did. Thought it was going to keep carrying, but it kind of just died out in left center field. Casey, and strong arm. You don't want to run on that. Baskin Smith knows that.
Here's Trevor Harmon, the catcher, 0 for 1. Nearly grounded into a double play in his last at bat, but they turned it into a fielder's choice after a poor flip from the shortstop DeFazio. First pitch, swing and a miss over the fastball, 0-1. Runners on first and second, 3 home in the inning after the 3-run home run by JP Avila. 0-1 to Harmon. Down and away, ball 1. A leadoff single by Kevin Shea, a walk by Dylan Joyce, and then the aforementioned home run from Avila, 450 feet off the bat to dead center field. Emmett Finney singled. Josh Quinn struck out. Kenan Treese flew out. Now 1-2 to Trevor Harmon. 4-3 Crawdads lead here in the top of the 4th. McGrew looking to complete 4 for the 5th time this summer. 1-2, runners go. Pitch tapped to second base. Walker was moving over to the other side. Now kicks it, picks it up. Throw to first is late. And a run comes home to score with with Smith running on the play. And we're tied.
Yep. That one, kind of no doubt about it. Still tough because Walker was moving before the ball was hit, but you ask him and he's going to tell you he should have made that play.
And he had the ball in his glove. Like
Yeah.
he was there in time. Here's Hayden Jung Goldberg, the 9th man to hit this inning for the Legends. Lefty on lefty, Jung Goldberg watches a first pitch fastball, catch the knees on the outside, 0-1. Finney on second, Harmon on first after the error. 4 home in the inning. Second Crawdads error of the afternoon. Both by the second baseman Walker. 0-1. Tapped right side, Aspoqueta on 3 hops, gloves it, will jog to the bag, and at long last, end the inning. 4 runs come home, just 3 of them earned on 3 hits. The big home run by JP Avila, his first of the year. Crawdads trying to answer back on the other side. 4-4 the score. Bottom half of the 4th inning, all of a sudden a brand new ball game with Nico DeFazio, Nikhil Beasley, and Casey Cummings to hit. Still Cole Roberts on the mound for Menlo Park. Roberts was able to work a 1-2-3 inning back in the 3rd, a pop-up off the bat of Cam Calvillo, a single by Jackson Bird, but followed by a double play. Nico Aspoqueta hit 4-6-3. First pitch to DeFazio is down and away at ball 1. Menlo Park able to score 4 in the top half of the inning. 3-run homer by JP Avila, and then a 2-out error from Isaiah Walker allowed a run to score. 1-0. DeFazio takes up and away ball 2. Nico doubled in his first at bat, hit a smash down the left field line. Was able to leg it out. Thought he could have had 3, but ended up pulling into second base and scoring on a Nikhil Beasley double. 2-0, inside corner fastball, 2-1. 4 runs, 5 hits, an error for the Crawdads. For the Legends, 4 runs, 6 hits, 2 errors for Walnut Creek. 2-1. Inside edge, 2-2. Two balls, two strikes, no outs. Roberts in his 4th inning of work. Just worked 1 scoreless. 2-2. Outside ball 3.
Yeah, I got to find a way to get this guy back on the ropes. We saw when there was runners on, he struggled a bit. Get this, anyway on, leadoff walk, you'll take it.
3-2. DeFazio fouls one off to the right. Count stays full.
Just try and get him out of his rhythm, because even with the single, it was an infield single, right? Not hit hard really at all. And the double play, he's been cruising since the second.
3-2, swung on and missed. Fastball off the outside. Second strikeout for Roberts.
Yep. DeFazio trying to protect with 2 strikes, actually ends up expanding the zone a little bit too much. And just couldn't catch a piece.
Here's Nikhil Beasley, starting to swing at 4 for his last 6, doubled back in his first at-bat.
Catcher Nikhil Beasley.
Beasley hits from the right side. Slightly open stance. Roberts to the plate with the first pitch. Beasley watches a curveball at the top of the zone, 0-1. Just kind of a get-me-over curveball. Did just that. Beasley went attacking on the first pitch fastball in his first at-bat. Here he watches a fastball on the outside at the knees. Maybe a cutter, 0-2.
Yeah, it's really, really well located down, away. Perfect spot, especially with that cutting action. Even if Beasley gets a piece, weak grounder, broken bat even.
0-2. Just a little away. 92 on the fastball. A ball and 2 strikes.
What a good take off the black for sure. Maybe on the chalk, or what was once chalk. It's kind of disintegrated into the dirt.
1 ball, 2 strikes and an out. Roberts set just above the belt. Kind of kicks the leg forward twice. Now the 1-2. Swung on and missed. 92 outer edge. Back-to-back punches for Roberts.
It's just a good pitch, good spot. Kind of dominated that at-bat. The miss was good. Came back kind of same spot. Little bit closer. And was able to get him to swing right under it.
And the velo's pumped up as the game has gone on. He was sitting 88 to 89 in the first couple innings. Now 90 to 92. Here's Casey Cummings. Hit by a pitch in his first at-bat. Came around to score before popping out to Emmett Finney at first base back in the second inning. Time is called at the plate as a ball goes loose in right field. Jackson Pace, Aiden Camberg out there. Aiden's first day off since becoming a Crawdad. Still catching bullpens.
Yeah, love it.
How they do it in Santa Barbara.
With a smile, too.
Right, I'm sure. Casey officially 0 for 1. First pitch. Curveball drops in on the outside. Back-to-back batters that he's done that on the first pitch. 0-1. Cummings waves the bat forward. Now holds it kind of straight up in the air. 0-1. Down and away. Pops up behind the catcher. 1-1. 4-4 the score here in the bottom of the 4th. Crawdads scored a pair in each of the first 2 innings before Menlo Park scored 4 back in the top half of this one. A ball and a strike. Roberts looks to the plate, now delivers. Cummings grounds it to the left side under the glove of Kenan Treese into left field. A single for Casey Cummings as he takes an aggressive turnaround first, but a perfect throw by Avila back in. 2-out single for Casey Cummings.
Yeah, this one smashed. Casey's really starting to hit the ball a lot harder. He was slumping a bit to start the summer, but it had been a while since he had, gotten at bat and taken consistent cuts against live pitching. He's starting to swing it. His at-bats are starting to get better. He's starting to strike out less, which is, good.
Here's Mark Wolbert. Already a home run today. Fouls the first pitch off to the left, 0-1. A homer and a walk for Mark Wolbert. Yeah. No balls and a strike. Crawdads right fielder. His first home run of the summer back in the first inning. Hit it to left center.
2 of 3. 3 true outcome, King.
I am going to hope that he doesn't get the third of the true outcomes here. Cummings extends his lead off first. 0-1, fastball outside corner. 0-2. See if Cummings has any intent of going off of first. Got a ton of speed, leads the Crawdads with 8 stolen bags. Roberts set above the belt. 0-2 to Wolbert. Line to the left side, foul.
That's my favorite thing about watching Wolbert hit 0-2. You still feel pretty confident because he fouls off tough pitches and he makes you work. He might strike out, but he's going to make you earn it.
He was a high strikeout guy back as a freshman at Davis, but has cut down exponentially in both of his seasons. Cummings dances off first. Now throw over. Not in time. Wolbert was up over 30% strikeout rate back as a freshman. Cut that down the next year. Now, this season, around 15%. You'll take that. 0-2. Wolbert takes just a little low on a cutter. 1-2. It's right there.
Good take.
Result-based business.
That is a ball.
All day, every day. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Wolbert stands in the left-handed batter's box. Waits. Roberts 1-2. Cummings goes. Wolbert lines it left center field, slicing past the left fielder Avila. It's going to drop in front of him for a base knock. Cummings goes first to third, pulls it up there. It's a 2-hit day for Mark Wolbert, and the Crawdads have runners on the corners with 1 out, or with 2 outs, and Kosciuszko coming up to the plate.
Going the other way. Nothing I love more. Wolbert for the second time today going the other way. This one a little bit loopier than the last, but you'll take it. Drop it in front of the left fielder Avila. Runners on the corners. And have you ever seen the GIF? What is it?
I know what you're talking
Okay,
about.
all right. I forget who it is. Maybe the Bananas. Their guy swinging a bat that's on fire.
Yeah.
That's Cole Kosciuszko, right?
Yeah. This is who you want up.
Yeah.
I say that every time he comes to the plate. I need to mix it up a little bit.
Yeah, probably.
Here's Cole Kosciuszko. 1 for 2, a double, and a ground out. Kosciuszko hits with runners on the corners. 2 outs as the righty Roberts steps off the slab. Cummings and Wolbert, your runners, about as speedy as you can get on the base paths. Tied at 4 here in the 4th. Roberts looks to the plate. Kosciuszko swings over the top of a good cutter. 0-1. It's about as hard as we've seen the cutter today. Usually 84, 85. That one 86 in on the hands. No balls in a strike. Crawdads first baseman waits. 0-1. Sliced to the left side. 0-2.
Yeah, trying to work inside with the cutter, but watch out. You leave it middle. You leave it up and in. Cole is going to crush.
Wolbert extends his lead off first. Cummings a small lead off the third base bag. Roberts ready with the 0-2. Kosciuszko lines it back to the screen. We'll do it again. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Crawdads looking to retake the lead after giving it up in the top half of the inning. Roberts plants his right foot just in front of the slab. Now tucks the ball behind his back. Ready at the belt. Looks to the plate. The 0-2. Kosciuszko grounds it slowly up the middle. The shortstop, Quinn, will flip to the bag in time to retire Wolbert. And the Crawdads go scoreless in the 4th. Jackson Pace out to the bump when we come back. Tied at 4 here on the Crawdads Streaming Network. New pitcher for the Crawdads. It's the righty Jackson Pace making his second appearance of the summer. Go.
2 innings, both. He went scoreless. 1 strikeout. 4 strikeouts, 1 hit. He's awesome.
Tall righty from the University of Oregon, currently in the transfer portal. Hard thrower. We've heard up to 95. Last outing we saw him kind of sitting 91. Big slider. First pitch to Kevin Shea is up and away with a fastball at 1-0.
He impressed.
Yeah, really good.
He was really good. I don't know when the last time he threw to a batter was. Game-like is different than just an inner squad.
1-0. Upstairs, 2-0. Well, that means that the last time he saw a real hitter, a real his own team hitter, was Game 3 of the Super Regionals in 2023.
Yeah.
Which is about as high stakes as you can get. You know, a 4-4 game against the Legends. Similar. 2-0, 3-0.
It's just different when you're going up against guys that aren't wearing the same jersey than you. Guys that are wearing a jersey. Inter squad's not the same as games.
3 balls and no strikes. Pace looks over the blue glove. Now peers in. 3-0. Up and away, ball 4. None of them particularly close. First at bat that Pace throws. First walk for Jackson Pace.
Yeah, 4-pitch variety. Not ideal. Didn't walk anybody against the Blues in his 2 scoreless innings. And was peppering the zone. So that was uncharacteristic a bit, at least from what we've seen. See if he can lock back in with a right-handed hitter.
Dylan Joyce, the hitter, 1 for 1, a double and a walk. Scored a run back in the 4th. First pitch, slider on the outside, nothing in 1. This is the same part of the lineup that did the damage back in the top half of the 4th inning. It was a leadoff single by Kevin Shea, a walk by Dylan Joyce, and then the furthest ball I've seen hit with my own eyes off the bat of JP Avila. A 1 to the big power-hitting designated hitter. Tried to front door him with a slider, hit him on the numbers. Back-to-back free passes. And tell me if you've heard this story before. Here's JP Avila.
Not great. Slider backed up on him. And I think he's just trying to laugh it off. Sometimes that's all you can do. Tough spot. Avila 450 dead center last time up. Ball's hit hard.
Avila 1 for 2. A pop-up, and then the ball hit a little harder.
I think it's the 4th furthest ball I've ever seen hit.
Okay. Some action already in the Crawdads bullpen. Braden Barnes, the lefty, getting loose. Pace from the stretch. First pitch to Avila. Little away with a slider. 1-0. 4-4 the score here in the top half of the 5th. Runners on first and second for Avila. Waves his bat over his head twice. Now a 3rd time before he finally brings it set. Continues to move his elbows. His Pace looks back to second base. 1-0. Slider in the dirt. 2-0.
Looked like Beasley liked it, though. Maybe his setup pitch. You can have a setup pitch in a 1-0 count. You can always battle back. Just have to get competitive again.
2 balls, no strikes. Braden Barnes throwing with a little more authority in the Crawdads bullpen. 2-0 from Pace. Looks to second. Delivers. Way up high. 3-0. Throwing 1 strike. 7 balls, 8 balls. And just a little all over the place. Kind of resets on the mound. Goes into a mini squat now. Ready. 3 balls and no strikes. Here's the pitch. Fastball fouled back, 3-1. Three balls, 1 strike, no outs. Avila, tons of power at the plate. Pace looks to second. The 3-1. Swing and a miss, went chasing on a fastball up over his head.
That's one you got to be able to lay off.
Yeah.
That's at your eyes. That's ball 4. That loads the bases. He's trying to send one 450 again. You're not going to do it on that pitch.
So, Pace, with a little help, battles back from 3-0. Count is full. See if he can get an out here with runners on first and second. The full count pitch from Pace. A long hold as he eyes the second base bag, now at the 3-2. Outside ball 4. All right, who says no?
Hey, you know what? We saw this. Nick Bronzini, his first game as a Crawdad, 2 walks, base hit, bloop base hit, would go on to strike out the next 3 guys. Why not here? Not his debut.
Austin Harrington's going to go out and have a little word with Mr. Pace. Dads and Legends tied at 4. We saw this a week ago. EJ McGrew bump day. Crawdads on a win streak. Legends fight.
Yeah, this is a solid team. You know, they're 8-5. They've kind of struggled a little bit, but they play really well on the road. They're 6-1 on the road. For some reason, being away from the College of San Mateo is a good thing for them. And yeah, I mean, they've got guys up and down their lineup that can do damage. You got to be careful, and loading the bases, nobody out, not really ever going to do good things for you.
This is one of the guys that can do damage. Vaskin Smith, just a 240 average, but 3 home runs. Got a lot of power. Good hitter. Headed to the University of New Mexico.
Right fielder, Vascon Smith.
0 for 1 today. Was hit by a pitch back in the 4th, following the home run from Avila. Corners are in for the Crawdads. Middle infield back. First pitch from Pace. At the knees. Strike 1. 4-4 the score. Bases loaded here in the 4th. Pace and Smith. 0-1. Little tight with a fastball, 1-1.
It was, you know, at the very least, good pitch. Competitive. Had that arm side run.
Laboring through the 5th inning in his first of work. 1-1 from Pace. Down and away with a fastball, 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike, no outs in the 5th. The walk, a hit by pitch, and another walk. Pace behind in the count, 2-1. A deep breath now. The 2-1 to Vaskin Smith is right down the middle on the outside. 2-2.
More of that. More of that. Make him get you. Good stuff. You know, he's got that sink action. He'd walk into a ground ball. Something. Just can't walk him.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Pace looking for a big strikeout. Here's the 2-2. Fouled back. High fastball. Fastest pitch of the day from Pace, 90 miles an hour. Two balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Jackson Pace in his second Crawdads outing. Looking for a big strikeout. The 2-2. Slider got him swinging. A huge out, number 1. And the bases are still loaded.
Hey, but now, weak ground ball right at Cam Calvillo, and the inning's over. Huge to get that one. And now a ground ball hitter coming up.
Emmett Finney at the dish. 1 for 2, a broken bat single back in his last at bat. First pitch. Slider at the knees, 0-1. Pair of walks sandwiched by a hit by pitch. Then a strikeout of Vaskin Smith. Middle infield back, Calvillo the third baseman up, with Azpilicueta the first baseman playing behind Avila at first. 0-1. Outside corner, called strike 2.
That's such a good pitch. On the corner. Got him up.
No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Pace, a long look in, facing the former Crawdad Emmett Finney. The 0-2. Slider outside. Good job by Finney to lay off it. 4-4 the score here in the 5th. Middle infield double play depth. First baseman Azpilicueta back. Third baseman Calvillo up on the edge of the grass. The 1-2 to Finney. Slider tapped foul. Tried to front door it. was a good spot. Good job by Finney to fight it off.
This is a good battle. Finney, it was super hot at Chabot. Has struggled a bit in the early parts of the summer, looking to get it going. Sometimes all it takes is that blue base hit. Had that in his last at bat. Now he's fouling off some really, really competitive good pitches from Jackson Pace.
Pace still ahead 1-2. Kicks, delivers. Hit high and deep, left center field, going back Cummings at the track, looks up, it is off the bottom of the wall. Cummings cuts it off, DeFazio will field the relay. Somehow it's just a single for Emmett Finney.
Well, on that ball right there, that's best case scenario, because that had bases clearing all over it. Not really sure, what happened. Avila kind of waited to see. These guys just waited to see. That Casey's got great range out there in center field. He had no chance at that one.
So here's Josh Quinn, 0 for 2, a strikeout, and reached on an error. Still, if you're Jackson Pace, looking for the ground ball. Base is juiced, 1 out. Pace from the stretch. First pitch, fastball on the outside, 0-1. 5-4 now, the Legends lead with Braden Barnes getting loose in the Crawdads bullpen. Base set, turns his back towards the Crawdads dugout. High leg kick, 0-1. Cleaned out to the right side on a fastball down low, 0-2. Bases loaded with Joyce on third, Avila on second, Finney on first. An 0-2 count for Josh Quinn. Base set at the belt. Rears back and the 0-2. Line drive, left field sinking, that's a base knock. Jackson Bird up with it in left field, will field a big hop, throw it into the cutoff man Calvillo, and the bases stay loaded, but it's a 2-run Legend lead.
Just tough. Not the hardest of hit balls. Looks like that's going to be the day for Jackson Pace. Just didn't have his stuff today.
Brent Cummings out to the mound. Was likely going to be just a short outing for Jackson Pace either way, but it looks like this will be it. Slow walk by Brent Cummings. He's going to take the ball from his big righty, Jackson Pace. Not the day that the Crawdads righty wanted. Braden Barnes out to the bump. When we come back, inheriting bases loaded and just 1 out.
Bases loaded, still top half of the 5th inning. The new pitcher for the Crawdads is the lefty Braden Barnes. Inherits the bases loaded. Jackson Pace gave up 2 runs, left the bases loaded, only got the 1 out. First pitch swinging from Cannon Treese. He skies it the other direction, and foul ball, 0-1. It was a rough day for Jackson Pace. 2 walks, a hit batter, and 2 singles. His day's done. Barnes, left-handed pitcher, comes home with the 0-1, and just off the outside, ball and a strike to the legend third baseman. 1 of 2 today, singled back in the 3rd inning, flew out to center in the 4th. 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss, went chasing a fastball up and out of the zone, and 1-2 the count. Crawdads trailing 6-4, top of the 5th inning. Monte Vista High School trying to stop the bleeding, if you will, here in the 5th. 1-2 pitch from Barnes. Slider, swing and a miss. Only 4 pitches does it take Braden Barnes to get the 2nd out of the 5th inning, but the base is still loaded. And now the number 9 man, Trevor Harmon, coming up. Braden Barnes has looked pretty good in his last few outings. 1-0 win-loss on the summer, 3.97 ERA. This is 6th appearance as first pitch swinging for Harmon, bounces it back up the middle, gloved by the second baseman Walker. Long throw across is in time to get Harmon at first. However, the damage has been done. Legends score 2 times, a couple of base hits, a couple of walks, a hit batter. They leave the bases loaded and take a 6-4 lead to the bottom of the 5th inning.
Isaiah Walker leads off the bottom half of the 5th inning. Crawdads now trail by 2. First pitch is fouled off the shins of Walker. 0-1. Still Cole Roberts on the mound.
Why not? He's been good since the 2nd. All the damage done in the 1st and 2nd innings. 4 runs, but since then he's only given up 3 hits and has done a good job.
So Walker up to bat for the 3rd time today is 0 for 2. Behind 0-1, the pitch to the plate is tapped left side slowly. Over to get it, the shortstop, Quinn, off his back foot, throws high to first. Finney, though, is able to dig the right toe in and make the play for out number 1.
Not exactly how you want to start the inning. I mean, the Legends have scored, at this point, 6 unanswered runs. You want to fight back, battle a bit, get that leadoff guy on, put some pressure on Cole Roberts.
Here's Cam Calvillo. First pitch on the outside with the cutter, 0-1. Calvillo 0 for 2. No balls and a strike from Roberts. The pitch to the plate. Line straight back, 0-2. Crawdads now trail 6-4, trailing for the first time today. Roberts, a high set, now looks to the plate, 0-2 to the plate. He is swung on and missed. You almost never see Cam Calvillo strike out, but it's the 4th for the righty, Roberts.
His first strikeout in 28 at-bats, 27 at-bats. It was bound to happen eventually. Tip your cap to Cam Calvillo. That's quite the streak. Only the 3rd strikeout of the summer for him. And all 3 have come against this Legends pitching staff.
That'll bring up Jackson Bird, Crawdads left fielder. Singled back in his last at-bat. Had a really good at-bat in the first, but it resulted in a strikeout looking. First pitch, backdoor cutter on the outside, strike 1. No balls and a strike. Bird watches, down and away, 1-1. Crawdads trail 6-4 here in the bottom half of the 5th. Still a lot of ball to be played. And for the Crawdads, you'd like to get this guy out of the game. So he's starting to cruise. Cole Roberts in his 5th inning of work. Backdoor slider misses just outside, 2-1.
Good spot. Hasn't had a whole ton of feel for that pitch today. The slow slider.
2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. The 2-1. Fouled back on a fastball, 2-2.
But he's been pretty good with the cutter. Curveball hasn't been great. He's been doing enough, though. And the velo has been up since that first, second inning. I don't know if he was frustrated about him or what.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bird steps out. Can I read? It looks like there's something in his eye. Action in the bullpen for the Legends. It's the righty. Can't tell who it is. Looks like 28, but
yeah,
that would be Reese Lewick, who I think threw yesterday. No, that would make sense. As Bird cleans this one out to the right side, diving to kick it down as the second baseman Shea gets up, fires to first in time. What a play by Kevin Shea to end the inning. Bird gets robbed of a hit, and he is not happy over past the first base bag. Crawdads go down 1, 2, 3 for just the second time today. Braden Barnes back out to the bump when we come back. Crawdads trail by 2 here in the top of the 6th. Braden Barnes back out to work for what would be his first full inning. Came in to get 2 big outs back in the 5th. Final line for E.J. McGrew. He was okay. 4 innings, 5 hits, 4 runs, 3 earned, a walk, 2 strikeouts. Jackson Pace struggled in his only action. First pitch to Hayden John Goldberg is a slider that misses up high and tight to the left-handed hitting center fielder, 1-0. John Goldberg 0 for 3. Hits from the left side. 1-0. Swing and a miss. Fastball on the inner edge. 1-1.
Tough matchups for Hayden John Goldberg and Kevin Shea today. A couple at bats against DJ. Now against Braden. Tough lefty-lefty.
1-1. Fastball popped up left side. That'll get foul. 1-2. Final on Jackson Pace. An inning, or a third of an inning. 2 hits, 2 runs. Both of them earned. 2 walks and a strikeout. 1-2. Hits him.
Yeah, that is.
Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, that's tough because he definitely poked his elbow out trying to get hit by that.
Ah.
That's tough. That's tough. And that's why, sometimes you get frustrated at baseball.
It's been a frustrating couple innings for the Crawdads.
Yeah. Murphy's Law.
Here's Kevin Shea. 1 for 2, a single and a walk. First pitch spiked. Good. Stopped by Beasley, going to his left to get it. 1-0.
He's looked pretty good behind home plate. There have been some balls that have been well in front of home plate that he's kept in front, threw out a runner, and ever since the beginning of the season, he's gotten a lot better behind home plate. And
Barnes throws over to first, and it gets past Azpilicueta. They had him picked off, which is the worst part of that. I mean, that's right through the wickets of Nico Azpilicueta, E3.
yeah, that is tough. Maybe he just wasn't ready. Got to be ready. Got to stay hot.
A ball and no strikes to Kevin Shea. Left-handed hitting second baseman. Squares to bunt, takes off the outside edge, 2-0. Should be 2-1. I don't remember seeing a strike in this at bat.
Neither do I. But 2-1 the count. Sure.
And there we go. 2 balls and no strikes. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
CCL. Love it.
Who's that behind the plate?
It
George.
is George Kirkland, yes.
Georgie.
Justin Ammett at first and Mike Stankiewicz at third.
2-0, tapped right side. Walker retreats to get it. Gloves throws to first in time. Moving up to third on the play is John Goldberg.
Walker's had a tough day at second base. Couple of errors for him, but that's a nice play. One that looks pretty routine, but it's kind of tough because he's got an in-between hop, got to back up on it, and he played it to perfection. Now for Barnes, trying to bear down. I'd be surprised if the infield doesn't come in, and it looks like now they will.
Joyce at the plate, 1 for 1 with a double. Grounds the first pitch straight back, 0-1. Tons of power from the right side. Both times he's gotten on base via the free pass, he's walked and got hit by a pitch, and he's come around to score both times. Barney works from the windup with a runner on third. 0-1. Tapped out in front of the plate. Barnes out to get it. Will hold the runner at third. Spins around, tosses to first in time. A big out number 2.
That's awesome right there. That is exactly what you're looking for. And fundamental right there by Barnes. Not rushing, taking the time to get there as fast as possible, right? And then making sure to look the runner back to third. And then throwing a accurate ball over to first, 2 down. If he could leave this guy on third, that would be big.
JP Avila. First pitch to the big, powerful outfielder is called a ball 90 on the gun from Barney. I really like Braden Barnes.
Yeah.
He's really talented.
Yes.
A ball and no strikes from the windup. Ground ball to third. Calvillo, 2 big hops, double clutch, throws across the diamond, a little high, but Azpilicueta a big target and ends the inning. So a hit by pitch and an error, but 3 straight groundouts, and Braden Barnes has been terrific so far today. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th. Looks like a new pitcher for Menlo Park when we come back. Bottom half of the sixth, Crawdads trail by 2. The bottom third of the lineup, it's a new pitcher. It's the big righty, Reese Lewick, on the mound for Menlo Park. First pitch to Nico Aspilcueta, who's 1 for 2. Takes the first pitch fastball on the outside, strike 1.
Reese is good. 2-0, 0.83 ERA. Made 2 starts on the summer. This is his 7th appearance already.
0-1. Fouls it straight back, 0-2. The stats, I think, are a little muffed for Reese Lewick because
They
has
are.
him going a complete game shutout. I think he went 5 shutout that day, but still really good numbers overall.
Yeah, and I mean, it's tough to say how many strikeouts he has, but go with 20.
0-2. Make it 21. Big strikeout on a slider off the outside. First one for Lewick.
That was nasty. That was dirty. 3 pitches. Wow. We saw him for 4 innings. He started on June 23rd. That was a game that the Crawdads won 11-5. 4 innings, 2 runs, only 1 earned, 4 hits, 4 walks. Struggled with that, but struck out 5 guys. He's pretty good, and he starts his day well, nicely. Nice start.
Here's Nico DeFazio with an RBI double back in the second. 1 for 2 with a strikeout. First pitch of his third at bat. Front door slider is technically low, but not helped out at all by Harmon behind the plate. Got it? Wow. Here's a ground ball left side. Deep in the hole to get it is Quinn. Throws off his back foot to first. Not nearly in time. Now gets all the way back to the bullpen as DeFazio takes a big turnaround first. Heads for second. A single and an E6.
We are not getting treated with clean baseball today.
No.
That is the 5th error of the day.
So a 1-out single and an error, and the Crawdads have a runner in scoring position for Nikhil Beasley. That'll bring up Beasley. 1 for 2, a double, and a strikeout. That was the exact line of Nico DeFazio before his last at bat, before his single. See if Beasley can do the same, replicate pitch by pitch. First pitch, slider down low, blocked by Harmon. There is a defensive change. It looks like Faskin Smith moves from right to center, and then moving into the game in right field, Evan Bilter. A ball and no strikes to Nikhil Beasley. Crawdads trail it by 2. The 1-0 to Beasley. Outside and low, ball 2. Two balls, no strikes, 1 out. Dads have more hits than the Legends, but they've struggled with walks as the 2-0 is down low on a slider, 3-0. You'd take a walk from Beasley. With the top of the lineup coming up, got to flip the card. If you can do so with just 1 out, that would be huge. Crawdads trail by 2. DeFazio, an okay-sized leadoff second, but he's likely not going anywhere. The 3-0 right down the middle with the slider, 3-1. If you're Beasley, likely in take mode here. The shortstop, Josh Quinn, playing about as far back as you can be on the outfield grass, on the heel of the outfield grass. With Shea, the second baseman, holding on DeFazio. 3-1, swing and a miss over the top of a slider, 3-2. So after falling behind 3-0, Lewick able to work back into the count. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runner on second for Walnut Creek. The 3-2 hits it high and deep to center field. Going back, Bilter at the warning track. He at the wall, looks up, it's off the wall, and it knocks all the way over back to the infield. DeFazio rounding third, heading home. He will score. It's an RBI double for Nikhil Beasley. Off the wall, the Crawdads trail by just 1. And the center fielder, it's Vaskin Smith out in center. He's down on the warning track. He hit the wall hard. It looks like he almost ran into the pole out in left center field. And Crawdads training staff, along with the Menlo Park Legend training staff, is out to go tend him. So we're going to step aside. Crawdads trail by 1 as, actually, we might just keep it here. The center fielder, Vaskin Smith, back up to his feet. How about that as an entrance to center field? First inning there. And a ball hit over his head. A really nice piece by Beasley. 352 off the center field fence. Said the ball was carrying today, but Nikhil Beasley in a 3-2 count. Doubles off the wall. 1-run game. So with the training staff out, we're going to step aside. When we come back, 6-5 Crawdads trail. A very good sight. Vastin Smith back on his feet out in center field as the Crawdads trail by 1 now. RBI double from Nikhil Beasley makes it a 1-run game. That'll bring up Casey Cummings, the leadoff hitter in the Crawdads lineup. Another solid day for Casey. 1 for 2, a single, a pop out, and a hit by pitch has scored a run. Big spot here. Trailing by 1. First pitch to Cummings is down low, 1-0. No action in either bullpen. Luke, a guy that can give you 2 or 3 innings, has started a couple of games. Gone about 5 innings in each of his starts. 1-0. Cummings watches a slider on the outside, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Beasley kind of creeps his lead off second base. 1-1. Cummings taps it foul, 1-2. One ball and 2 strikes to Casey Cummings. Runner on second. Solid speed over there with Beasley. So he extends his lead. Kind of just creeps off second base. Shea is holding him relatively close. 1-2. Cummings, it hits him on the elbow again. Second of the game. The Casey Cummings experience, everybody, in full effect. Runners on first and second now for Mark Wolbert in a big spot. Crawdads trail by 1. 6-7-2 runs, hits, errors for Menlo Park. 5-10-3 for the Crawdads with Mark Wolbert coming up to the plate. He's had a really, really nice day. 2 for 2, a single, a 2-run homer, and a walk.
Right fielder Mark Wolbert.
Wolbert, left-handed hitter with power. Waves the bat forward twice. First pitch. Fastball on the outside, called strike 1. We've seen Wolbert, most of his power goes the other way, but he can pull it. Pulls it with authority. Holds his hands flat in front of his chest as Luke sets, looks to second a pair of times, now to the plate. Swing and a miss over the top of a slider, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Luke sets in front of the hip, 0-2, way up and away, 1-2. Not a hard thrower, Reese Lewick, usually 85, 87 with the fastball, but mixes in a slider and a sweeper that do different things. Ahead in the count, 1-2, the pitch. Wolbert lines it into right field, that's a base knock. Over to get it is the right fielder, Bilter. Beasley around third, the throw is not in time. It's an RBI double for Mark Wolbert, and we're tied at 6 here in the 6th. Really good at bat, fell behind 1-2, but got out in front of a slider. Middle, and that'll tie the game up. Long walk out to the mound from the Legends pitching coach. The 11th hit for the Crawdads. How about this inning? A strikeout from Azpilicueta. DeFazio had a ground ball infield single, and then Nikhil Beasley, 2 doubles on the day, really starting to swing it a little better. This is a kid that started 0 for his first 12, but now 5 for his last 8 with 2 doubles. And then Casey Cummings, as he does, got hit by a pitch. Mark Wolbert drives a run in, and here's Cole Kosciuszko. Tell me if you've heard this one before. This is the guy you want up at the plate if you're the Crawdads. See if he even gets a strike to hit. Tied at 6.
Base open.
I wouldn't pitch to him.
Yeah, why would you? Righty, lefty.
I wouldn't pitch to him.
I wouldn't. there's just all signs pointing towards 4-pitch walk. Throw that.
Intentional walk.
Yeah. Get the Barry treatment.
Yeah.
Designated hitter Cole Kosciuszko.
The infield is going to be about halfway. The corners are a little further up. First pitch to Kosciuszko. Slides off the outside, 1-0. Hey, shout out Kobe Siegel.
Yes.
He's back.
Big shout out.
He works through some point streak issues with Matt Leong. Point streak is a word that we can't say on air. 1-0, backdoor slider, catches it. 1-1.
Technically, we're not on air.
Right, that's true.
We are on YouTube.
Point streak is a big issue. The 1-1 to Kosciuszko. Slices it the left side, 1-2. Crawdads and Legends now tied again. A big double by Mark Wolbert. He's 3/4 of the way to the cycle. Wolbert has a lead off second, as does Cummings off third. Good speed on the bases. 1-2. Way up high, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Dads and Legends knotted at 6. Cole Kosciuszko leads the league with 30 runs batted in. But he swings and misses. Over the top of a slider. Big out number 2.
Got a hanger. Right down the middle. Just missed it. Can't say that we see that often because we don't. Lewick, I'm going to say Lewick got lucky.
Yeah.
Big time.
Well, maybe now we know. Now we know the scouting report. Throw him a hanging slider, can't hit it.
Until he does.
And I would not try it again.
Yeah.
Here's Isaiah Walker, 0 for 3, uncharacteristic with how good he's been so far, especially over the last couple weeks. It looks like it's going to be 0 for 4. Punches one, center field. The center fielder, though, Vaskin Smith, charges, makes the grab, and retires the side. But the Dads score a pair to even this one up at 6. We'll be back for the top of the 7th when we come back. All 6s on the scoreboard. Top half of the 7th inning, new ball game, all tied at 6. Both teams showed some fight in this one. Crawdads were up 4-0 before Menlo Park was able to string together 6 unanswered runs, but then the Crawdads, back in the bottom of the 6th, tied it up at 6. That's where we stand. Braden Barnes has been exquisite. Facing Vaskin Smith, throws a first pitch fastball off the outside, 1-0. Good to see Smith at the dish, because he had an ugly, ugly crash in center field with the wall. 1-0, swing and a miss. Fastball off the outside, 1-1.
Yeah, things got scary. It was almost a great play, too. Glad he's okay. Glad he's able to take cuts.
1-1. Big cut on a middle fastball, but cut through it, 1-2. Crawdads and Legends tied at 6 in the 7th. The lefty Braden Barnes from the windup kicks the 1-2. Grounded up the middle on 3 hops. DeFazio over towards the second base bag. Shuffle step, throws high. Azpilicueta pulls it down, but they're going to call him safe at first.
Wow. Another error.
Little nonchalant from DeFazio behind the second base bag.
Yeah, throw just sailed on him a little bit.
Kind of sidearmed it.
Yeah,
Right.
fourth error of the day for the Crawdads. That is uncharacteristic stuff.
It's a new hitter. Can't quite tell who it is. I think it's Jordan Crawford. I'll get you a number in just 1 minute as he swings and fouls the first pitch off. This is Avila, I believe.
It's, yeah.
Dominic Avila.
Yes.
Pinch hitter for Emmett Finney. Maybe he'll head to the beach. Those who get it, get it. Those who don't, that's okay. 0-1. Front door curveball just misses a little inside.
Out hitting for Menlo Park, number
Avila
16,
on the year
Avila.
is 1 for 12 with 8 strikeouts. 1-1. Line is it to the left side, 1-2.
It's a tough stat line.
Yeah. Barnes ahead, 1-2. The pitch. I just slashed to the left side, foul. Not really sure how he caught that one that late. One ball, 2 strikes, no outs. Left-handed hitter Avila. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Good fastball on the outside, and Avila was way late on it. Strikeout number 2 for Braden Barnes.
Just kind of overpowered him. Avila, lefty, looked uncomfortable that whole at bat, even with the couple foul balls. And Barnes pushed it right past him. Should be 2 outs in the inning.
Here's Josh Quinn, who's reached base a pair of times. Single and reached on an error. First pitch misses inside with a fastball, 1-0. Heavy dose of fastballs this inning.
Good. Love it. Get ahead. He's got the ground ball fastball, the sink. Lefty's got that sink.
Throws over to first, got the runner picked off. Aspoqueta runs to the second base bag. Now we'll just tag Vaskin Smith for a big out number 2.
Well, that erases the error. Nice job, Braden. Good lefty move.
Barney's really good.
Yeah, he's awesome. That was awesome.
He's starting to cook, too.
He is. Don't let him get hot.
1-0. Broken bat pop-up left side, going back the shortstop to Fazio. In is the left fielder Bird, who makes the catch. Below the cap high for out number 3. Braden Barnes stay hot. 6 straight retired from the lefty from ASU. We'll head bottom 7 after we stretch. All tied at 6. Cam Calvillo leads off the bottom half of the 7th, tied at 6. First pitch to the Crawdads' third baseman is a check swing on a ball off the outside. Yes, he did. 0-1. An uncharacteristic strikeout for Mr. Calvillo back in the 5th. That's just his 3rd of the summer. 0-1. Slider. little outside. Sweepy, 1-1. Cam Calvillo, the newest Matador. Cal State Northridge,
Go Big West.
1-1. Hit high and deep center field, sending back Smith. He looks up. It is a no-doubt home run for Cam Calvillo, his first in 3 summers as a Crawdad, and the Dads take a 7-6 lead.
I was going to say at some point today, the home runs are going to come for this kid. He's just starting to swing it in BP with a little more oomph, and he got it. He's been hitting it in the air, elevates this one, and unties things in the bottom of the 7th.
Middle fastball. 85 down the pipe. Don't throw that pitch to Cam Calvillo. Here's Jackson Bird.
You mess around, you're going to find out.
First pitch. Bird tries to match it. Swings over the top of a fastball, 0-1. We were talking today about, I said Cam Calvillo might need to elevate the ball a little more. You said elevation isn't the problem. They'll start coming.
Yep.
You were right. Bird swings and misses at a fastball, 0-2.
God, he's such a fun hitter. He's so incredibly talented.
Yeah. 0-2. Up and away, 1-2.
I mean, he's a 3% strikeout guy in his career at the college level, and yes, junior college. But even the 3 summers that he's had, low strikeout. His bat-to-ball skills.
1-2, back foot, slider, got the back foot.
As I was saying, the bat-to-ball skills are incredible, and he's starting to grow into himself and hit some homers.
Awesome.
Love it.
Awesome. Awesome. AWE-SOME.
First baseman Nico
Awesome.
Azpilicueta.
Here's Nico Azpilicueta. 1 for 3, a double play, a strikeout, and a single. First pitch, sweeper off the outside. That's a really nice pitch, 0-1. That is Cam Calvillo's first in-game home run since March 1st of 2023. Azpilicueta sits on a sweeper off the outside, 1-1. Aloni against Skyline. What do you know about Skyline?
Not much. I know that they allowed a homer.
Azpilicueta pops this one, shallow center field. Smith charging in, reaches down to make the catch for out number 1.
I know they allowed a homer to Cam Calvillo on March 6th. First, 2023. That's what I know.
What is that, about 500 days?
I don't know. Something like that.
How many days has it been since March 1st, 2023? 485 days. Here's Nico DeFazio. First pitch, right down the middle. Snap throw back to first. Bird's in just ahead of the throw. We just met Nico DeFazio's dad.
Yeah. Came up, said hi, said he was listening when Nico got hit in the face the other day, and rough way to find out.
0-1. Big sweeper on the outside, but misses. 1-1.
And we are so glad that Nico's okay and, doing better. Saw the lip yesterday up close. It looks like it's healing.
Yeah.
Glad to see that. Good hitter. Good baseball player.
1-1. Outside. Slider. 2-1.
Good kid. And great dad.
Crawdad. 2-1. Down and away. Sweep B. 3-0. 3-1. I'm learning the difference between sweeper and slider right now.
Yeah.
It still confuses me. It kind of always will, I think.
Probably.
Me too. It's okay. I don't know ball. 3-1. Runner goes. Pitches down low, ball 4. Gets to the backstop. Bird didn't see it at first.
Could have been an extra 90 for Bird, but head down. You're trying to get to second. By the time he looked up, it was too late.
First walk for Lewick. Here's Nikhil Beasley. Keep it going. 2 doubles today. Big day for the Crawdads catch.
He is swinging it, man. That one back in the 6th was barrel. It was barrel to left center field. One of his best swings of the year. He's starting to get it going. This lineup is starting to click.
Here's Nikhil Beasley. 2 for 3 with a pair of doubles today. 5 for his last 8. 3 runs batted in. First pitch. Outside with the slider. 1-0. Just 2 strikeouts in those last 8 at-bats. 5 for 6 on balls in play.
Take it.
Here he lines one off the mask of the catcher, Harmon, 1-1. The timing is starting to get back into play as well for Beasley. Good to see. And behind the plate, he's been good.
Yeah, really solid. Get out.
Might have the best arm of
Get as a
any
ca-
Crawdad catcher.
It's up there.
Him and Ofi.
They're
Xavier Rios is starting
He's
to turn it on
got
too.
a good arm too. It's a good catching group.
And to be completely honest, that through the first couple of games, that was a little bit of a question mark
Yeah.
for both Rios and Beasley, who both struggled behind the dish, but
They've
get
been
the
awesome.
kids some playing time.
Yeah, they've been good.
Action in the Legends bullpen. 1-1. Beasley takes just a little outside, 2-1. For the Legends, it looks like Nolan Rodriguez, who we've seen from Menlo College, getting loose. 2-1. Down and away, ball 3.
Lewick, this is kind of the first time all summer I feel like he's had to labor. He's laboring through this 7th inning.
3 balls and a strike to Beasley.
Dude,
Our crowd mic is dead.
that was really loud.
Who's going to pick it up? Justin. Yeah, Justin. Yeah. It's Justin's best work in 2 summers. Just kidding. We love Justin. 3-2. Beasley strikes out swinging.
Fastball at the top of the zone. Gets him to chase. Good pitch.
Also, I need to clarify. We were joking. Mr. and Mrs. DeHaas, we love you. If you're listening, we hope you're doing well.
We do.
Coach Samuel DeHaas.
Awesome.
Center fielder,
Here's Casey Cummings. Casey, 1 for 2 with a pair of hit by pitches. First pitch, front door sweepy, called strike 1. Sweepy.
Sweeper.
Sweepy.
You're tired?
That's funny. That was good. No balls and a strike. Dad's leading by 1. Cummings swings over the top of a slider. 0-2. Slidey.
Fasty. Changey.
Change piece. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on for the Crawdads. Bird and DeFazio, your base runners. The 0-2. Cummings hits it high and deep to left field, straightaway left. Avila, the left fielder, makes the catch. A little off the bat from Casey Cummings on a slider on the outside. But the Crawdads take the lead on Cam Calvillo's first home run in almost 500 days. We'll head to the top of the 8th. Carson Mercier back on play-by-play when we come back.
Top of the 8th inning, 7-6. Crawdads leading over the Legends. 8-9-1 for the Legends. Cannon Treese, Trevor Harmon. And then to the top, Hayden Jung Goldberg. Braden Barnes back to work. His first pitch of the inning. Misses outside, 1-0. Ever since he's come into this game, he's been really, really good. Came in with the bases loaded 1 out, struck out Cannon Treese. That was back in the 5th. He fires in a 1-0 fastball in for a strike, and it's 1-1. Then got Trevor Harmon to ground out. He's able to escape a mess of a 5th inning, or what could have been a mess of the 5th inning, as the 1-1 fouled back into the net, and it's 1-2. Jackson Pace really struggled. Had walked a couple of guys in that inning, hit a batter, gave up 2 hits, 2 runs. Got taken out of the game, and Barnes was able to put out the fire. Nobody's really throwing in the Crawdad bullpen, so maybe his game to finish as the 1-2 pitch misses just off the outside, 2 balls and 2 strikes. He's been asked to give length to Brant Cummings and the pitching staff. 4 innings in his last appearance against these legends, and that was kind of the most eye-opening appearance for him as a backhand snag by Barnes. He'll flip to first, and what a play for the first out of the 8th.
You said backhand. How about behind the back? Didn't even see the baseball. Had his back turned to it. Look what I found. It's Braden Barnes' world right now.
He's kind of looking over towards Cam Calvillo and Nico
Because
DeFazio.
that's the play that Cam Calvillo's made the last 3 days. Is look what I found plays. I can do better.
Here's the catcher, Trevor Harmon. First pitch swinging, and a foul ball in and out of Beasley's glove. 0-1. That was pretty cool. Could have been a base hit because obviously the middle of the infield playing back. Walker would have had to go a long way and made a quick throw on a run as the 0-1 slider just off the outside. Count evens 1 apiece. So 1 up, 1 down in the 8th. Barnes from the windup, 1-1 pitch, kind of misses inside and dropped by Beasley. 2 balls and a strike on the right-handed hitting catcher. Top of the order, waits on deck. Hayden Jung Goldberg. Harmon's 0 for 3 today, and he grounds this one back up the middle. DeFazio ranges to his left and kind of just muffs it behind the second base back. Would have been a tough play, but one that he got there, got a glove on. Probably going to be an error.
Tough day for DeFazio. Tough day for the Crawdads middle infield.
It's the 5th error of the day for the Crawdads and the 4th for the middle infield. And the top of the order is coming up with the tying run now on first base as the first pitch check swing is fouled back into the screen. 0-1.
Pinch hitter. Defensive replacement from a couple innings ago. This is Evan Bilter.
A 1 fouled off, and it's 0-2 on Evan Bilter, who pinch hits for Hayden Jung Goldberg. Jung Goldberg was 0 for 3 with a hit by pitch, was left stranded on third. Also struck out. That was off the starter for the Crawdads, E.J. McGrew, as Bilter, the right-handed batter, fists this one foul, and it's still 0-2.
Bilter is on a 5-game hit streak, and usually it's kind of detrimental, right, when you have to come in and get 1 or 2 at-bats. 2 of his hits have come as pinch hit at-bats in this 5-game hit streak. That's impressive.
Kind of crouches down with his hands held close to his ears. The 0-2 pitch runs inside, nearly got his left shoulder, and it's 1-2.
Looked like a changeup from Barnes. We don't see that pitch often.
It's a lot of fastballs, of course, and then the sweeper, the slider. Ball and 2 strikes, stares down the runner on first. His fastball is bounced on 2 hops to short. DeFazio to second for 1, back to first. It pulls Asbilqueta off the bag. Would have been late regardless. So a 6-4 fielder's choice. Harmon is retired on the force out.
Hey, an out's an out. 2 outs, now focus on the guy at the plate. Kevin Shea's been kind of a pest to the Crawdads. Every time that these 2 teams have played, takes a lot of walks, works good at bats. You want to make sure this inning ends here. Don't let it get to Dylan Joyce.
So still Kevin Shea with a runner on first and 2 outs. Lefty Barnes delivers low and away. 1-0 the count. Shea 1 for 3 today. Singled, scored a run in the 4th. Grounded out a couple of times. He's also walked and scored a run. So he scored twice as the 1-0. Broken bat liner to second. On 1 hop, Walker has it. Sidearm to first, and the inning is over. 7-6, Crawdads lead it. They're going to come up for the home half of the 8th inning here on the Walnut Creek Crawdads streaming network. Bottom of the 8th inning at Monte Vista High School. Crawdads coming to bat, trying to extend their 7-6 one-run lead. They'll have kind of the middle of their order coming up. Mark Wolbert, left-handed batter. First pitch swinging, skies one, fouling off the other direction. 0-1. A new pitcher for the Legends. It's Nolan Rodriguez, a right-hander who has struggled on the summer.
0-1, 10.29 ERA, 5 games, 7 innings, 5 strikeouts, 6 walks, 11 hits. Coming off his worst outing of the summer.
0-1. Big curveball, swing and a miss. Haven't seen that much this summer, and it's 0-2.
In his last outing was against these Crawdads when an inning and 2/3 gave up 5 runs, 2 walks, no strikeouts.
Ahead of Wolbert, 0-2. Here's the pitch. Fastball at the top of the zone, but a little bit high, 1-2. Wolbert singled, or has a single, double, and a homer today. A triple shy of the cycle. Left-handed batter waits, 1-2 pitch. Slider down by the back foot. Count evens 2-2.
That outing raised his ERA from 2.46 to 10.13.
2-2. Other curveball. This one kind of just backed up on him and missed away. 3 balls and 2 strikes. It was rough.
Yeah.
That was at the College of San Mateo. Crawdads won that one 11-2. Here's the 3-2 pitch. And ball 4 up and away with the heater. So Mark Wolbert reaches base in all 5 of his trips to the plate today. Leadoff runner on, and Cole Kosciuszko coming up.
Crawdads would love a run. Or 2. 2, and you feel a little better. 1, you feel good. 2, you feel really good. 3, you love it.
Cole Kosciuszko doubled in the first inning, is 0 for 3 since with a strikeout. First pitch to him, fastball and a strike on the outer corner, 0-1. And for the first time, really all season, we can say he hasn't hit the ball hard except for that double. A couple of just weak groundouts in the second and in the fourth. 0-1. Fastball stood him up tall, and it's 1-1. Just missed a little bit inside, did Rodriguez. Leadoff runner on for the Crawdads. 7-6 they lead, trying to add on in the bottom of the 8th inning. Throw over, and Wolbert's back standing.
Kosciuszko homered against Nolan Rodriguez at the College of San Mateo. He'd take another. I'd take another.
Ball and a strike. Rodriguez, a deep breath. He'll come home. Fastball's lifted. Left field deep. Avila back to the track. Still going. And he'll make the catch on the warning track. Kosciuszko gives it a ride, but he's out number 1 in the bottom of the 8th.
I thought I called it. Had the sound off the bat, had the look off the bat. And just died right in front of the warning track. That ball's hit 2 innings ago. See ya.
Wolbert was not tagging. He stays on first base, and Isaiah Walker's coming up hitless today. He's 0 for 4, trying to change that fate, and takes high. Ball 1, 1-0. The second baseman is bounced out to second, flown out to center, grounded out to short, and then flown out to center again. 1-0. Runner goes, pitch is down low, and a ball. Throw down there, not in time. Wolbert steals his first bag of the year.
A little surprising because he's such a good athlete, got good speed, but a good jump against Rodriguez, who's very clearly only focused on the guy at the dish, and that's a big 90. Now a single to the outfield likely extends the Crawdads' lead to 2.
2 balls, no strikes on the right-handed hitting Isaiah Walker. He waits. Pitch home. Curveball didn't curve, and it's 3-0. Rodriguez landed that one curveball to Mark Wolbert. Since then, he's missed high and arm side with each and every one that he's thrown. 3 balls, no strikes, 1 out, home half of the 8th. Here's the 3-0 pitch. Fastball right down Broadway, and it's 3-1.
So what?
Isaiah Walker is 2 for 19 on the summer against the Legends. Has really struggled against this pitching staff. But a base knock here would certainly erase the previous struggles. His time is called at home plate. Looked like George Kurland. Three balls, a strike, 1 out. Rodriguez back on the rubber. Taken off for thirds, Wolbert. Pitches grounded left side. Josh Quinn has it deep in the hole. Kind of stutter steps. Long throw across. Gets away from the first baseman. Wolbert's going to score. Walker into second. And it's a single and an error. Not an RBI, but a run will score, and it's 8-6 Dads.
And I just don't know why you throw that ball. If you're Josh Quinn, really deep in the hole, Walker's one of the fastest guys in the league. I mean, he was basically standing on first base when the ball was thrown. And now the Crawdads have the same situation again. Runner on second, just one out. Keep adding on.
It's the 8th error of the day. There's still a runner in scoring position. And now Cam Calvillo was 0 for 3 going into the 7th inning, then blasted his first home run in 3 summers with the Crawdads to put the Dads on top, 7-6 at the time. First pitch to him here is a big looping curveball in there for a strike, and it's 0-1.
I want another one.
Why not? Has been hitting homers quite frequently in batting practice. Hit one yesterday in San Francisco in BP that to left field. It's like 380 feet to left. Taken off for third as Walker pitches skied left field. Walker's going to have to retreat as Avila's charging hard. He'll make the catch. There's the second out, and Walker's able to get back to second safely.
Sky high fly ball.
Got the pitch to do it on, just got a little under it.
I mean, 62 at the letters. Give me that all day.
So, Crawdad left fielder now Jackson Bird, 1 for 3, singled in the 3rd, struck out in the 1st, bounced out to 2nd in the 5th, but was robbed. Kevin Shea made a really nice play to keep him off the bases and got hit back in the 7th. It's an RBI spot for him here as he watches a looper in there for a strike, 0-1. So now Rodriguez finding his groove with that curveball a bit. Struggled early in the inning. 8-6 Crawdads leading over the Legends, trying to tack on at least one more as the 0-1's in the dirt. Nice stop by the catcher Trevor Harmon.
We heard Bird yesterday hit a couple balls really hard, and last one he kind of was joking on his way back to the dugout. Like, who do I pay to get a hit?
He's been hitting them hard all summer. Just finding a lot of gloves. Would love to find some green grass here as the 1-1 pitch lofted into center field. Logan Moosley, newly entered, bends down, almost squats like a catcher to make the catch for the 3rd out. But Crawdads get a run. They'll go to the 9th, leading by 2. It'll be Braden Barnes trying to go out and close this thing out for the Dads. Looking to win their 5th straight game in CCL play. Crawdads trailed 6-4 going into the bottom of the 6th inning. They've scored 4 unanswered since. They're 3 outs away from their 5th consecutive CCL victory. It's Braden Barnes back to work. He'll have Dylan Joyce, JP Avila, and Vaskin Smith in the top of the 9th inning. Barnes already 3 2/3 scoreless innings of relief today. He's been really, really good. Joyce, big right-handed hitter, ready for the first pitch. It misses outside, 1-0 on the DH. Joyce has reached base safely 3 times today, scored 2 runs, a double back in the 1st inning as he carves this pitch back into the screen, and it's 1-1. 6 runs on 7 hits, 3 errors for the Legends. 8-13-5 for the Crawdads as the 1-1 misses high and tight. 2 balls and a strike. Has not been the cleanest of games, but the Crawdads, I guess you could say, have been able to make the most of the Legends' errors as the 2-1 pitch is at the knees, a called strike to even the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 5 errors for the Crawdads, so that's no bueno. 2-2. Barnes home. Fastball was a little bit late on it and lines it the other way. Count stays 2-2.
I wish we had inherited numbers stats, inherited runner stats, because Barnes is kind of carving with guys on base.
2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out top of the 9th. Change up, hit on the ground, kind of bounces up, and Walker's able to leap up and force out Dylan Joyce at first base. A really nice play on a horrible hop for Isaiah Walker.
And Isaiah Walker's really struggled at second base in this game. He's got a pair of errors. That one, a hard hit ball off the bat that kind of died after it took that big bounce. And Walker had to go up to get it. Makes the play. That's a big out number 1.
Now JP Avila, left fielder for the Legends. A 3-run homer back in the 4th inning. Skies this one backing out of play, 0-1. That was off the starter, E.J. McGrew. 450 feet to dead center field. 0-1 pitch. Fastball, flied to right. Wolbert moving over and in towards the line. In the shade, makes the catch. 2 gone in the 9th. Baskin Smith now the last chance for the Legends. Legends saw themselves leading by 2 going into the bottom of the 6th inning. And have not scored since the 5th.
And this is not Baskin Smith.
He's swinging regardless. First pitch liner into right. Wolbert is there, makes the catch. Whoever it is lines out to end the ball game. Braden Barnes, 4 2/3 scoreless innings of relief. He gets the win as the Crawdads are victorious over the Menlo Park Legends, 8-6. It was not a pretty game, but the Crawdads were able to come out on top.
Braden Barnes, 4 2/3, no runs, no walks, no hits, 2 strikeouts. Comes in with the bases loaded and a 2-run game back in the 5th. Strikeout, ground out, ends the inning, and then is just perfect from there. Braden Barnes was unbelievable. One of the biggest games of the year for a Crawdads pitcher. Just his ability to come in a big spot and go scoreless inning, scoreless inning, scoreless inning, keep the Legends at bay after their bats were kind of on fire. That is massive from Braden Barnes.
Crawdads improve to 12-5. They win their 5th consecutive game as the Legends fall to 8-6 and kind of just continue to try and tread water. They got out to a pretty good start, and since then it has been kind of just rough. These 2 teams will have each other tomorrow. Braden Barnes going to get the win today. Again, 4 2/3 scoreless innings was really, really good. It's going to be Reese Lewick getting the loss. He went 2 innings, gave up 4 hits, 3 runs, all earned. A walk, had 3 strikeouts. Was not his day whatsoever. Home runs from Mark Wolbert, Cam Calvillo. It was a good day for the Bats.
Yeah, really good day for the Bats. I'm going to assume double POG again. Barney and Wolbert.
I think you could definitely say that. I mean, Wolbert was a triple shy of the cycle. Scored 2 runs, 2-run homer. Without the 3 runs that he created, it's a tie game, right? So, Crawdads victorious. I guess we don't have much else to say. We'll send it to Ammar and Dylan for the post-game show. For Austin Oda, my name is Carson Mercier. Thank you all for tuning in. We will be back tomorrow, 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
Go Crawdads.
win streak is at.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us for another Crawdads post-game show. I'm Ammar Khan, joined by Dylan Allen. What a phenomenal game from the Crawdads, showing the ability to adapt in tough times. The Crawdads walk away victorious from this game to improve to 12-5, extend that win streak now to 5 games. Come out of Monte Vista victorious today, 8-6, in a comeback victory. Dylan, give me your thoughts.
A fantastic game from the Crawdads today, just showing how resilient they are. I mean, they were down early, or not early, excuse me, but they took a 4-0 lead early, and then they went down 6-4. You know, there were numerous errors. They had 5 errors on the day, but they came out in the 6th, 7th, and 8th inning, tacked on runs, and just really showing how resilient they are.
Yep, they took a 4-0 early lead. That was put in jeopardy after a hit from the Legends from J.P. Avila that cut that lead to 4-3. Then they cut it to 4-4 with 4 runs in that inning, and it seemed like nothing was going the Crawdads' way. And then we go closer, into the game, and then the Legends tack on 2 more to take a 6-4 lead, at the top of the 5th. Then the Crawdads claw their way back in like they've had the last few games, come back. They have 2 runs in the 6th, 1 in the 7th, put the nail in the coffin with another run in the 8th. And joining us is the man of the hour, the player of the game. Here, we're going to get him all set up here. Just 1 moment.
There you are.
Braden Barnes. Braden, congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us. Give me your thoughts on how today went. You guys were up as early as 4-0. Then you guys trail 6-4. Give me the mindset of everybody on the team when you guys are trailing.
For us, as a team, I feel like it's just battling. That's the mindset is, just kind of wearing down the opponent and slowly creeping back until we can get the game. And I feel like that's what we did today.
You guys have faced this team now 4 times. You guys lead the series 3-1. In these last 4 games, have you guys seen any adjustments that they've made that made it a little more challenging today? What kind of went into that rally that they went into?
I feel like today they were just seeing the ball better, especially, and then being able to force contact and, get the ball down when they needed to. And I feel like that's a reason why they were successful today.
Braden, 4 2/3, shutout work. You didn't allow a hit. You didn't allow a walk. What was going right for you up on the mound?
For me, mindset-wise, it was just forcing contact and trusting the boys behind me. Pitching out here, I've realized that, they got my back and I got theirs. And coming in and behind pace, that was my job, is just get out of that inning. And I felt like I got his back, and then the boys behind me got mine. So it goes both ways.
Absolutely. What was the mindset coming in? You're in a position with the bases loaded in the 5th inning, kind of a do or die spot. You got to get out of it. What's the mindset going into a spot like that?
Mindset's just force contact. Trying to get a ground ball there, doing the best I can, and just throw strikes.
Absolutely.
You guys face this Legends team again tomorrow at 1 p.m. Take us through that. When you guys are on a back-to-back, when you guys go through that, does the mindset change? Does the game plan change? Or what kind of goes into that as you're planning for that?
For us, I just feel like, coming off a win, just go into tomorrow's game with a little more confidence. Change nothing because it's still a great team. Battled their way into this one, and just go in tomorrow and just work for a win.
It's awesome.
Do you usually work as a reliever?
Yes, yeah.
And is there something about facing this Legends team you kind of feel like you have a knack down for them? You've now thrown 8 2/3 innings of 1-run ball against them.
I guess nothing I've really noticed. It's just, for me, it's that mindset of forcing contact and, trying to just get ground balls as much as I can. And if I continue to pitch against them, that's the mindset I'm going to keep having. So
Absolutely.
One of
Well-
the most important questions we have for you tonight. You walk out victorious. What's the post-game meal going to be? What's the post-victory game?
oh
meal gonna
man,
be?
you know, my buddy, my carpool buddy Rowan.
Yeah.
He's probably not going to like this one, but I think I might have to go with a Chick-fil-A tonight.
Okay, all right.
Oh,
What's your
yeah,
order
yeah.
at Chick-fil-A? What's your go-to?
12 nuggets, chicken sandwich, and a large fry.
Cool. What sauce do you like?
Give me that buffalo sauce.
Yeah, that's what
Love
I'm
it.
talking about.
Great
Well,
info.
thank you so
Congratulations.
much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much
Thank
for
you,
joining.
guys.
Congratulations on the win. I hope you have a great evening. Enjoy the Chick-fil-A, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you.
Alrighty. Yep, ladies and gentlemen, again, the Crawdads walk out victorious today, 8-6, improve to 12-5, extend that win streak. Dylan, take me through what Braden just talked to us about, how he talked. Give me your thoughts on what he had to say.
Really just coming out there and forcing contact was the biggest thing that I think he mentioned, and letting the defense work behind him. He's got a really good infield out there. Calvillo at third, DeFazio at short, Walker at second. A really good infield. They've proved it that they can play well, they can play together, they can make tough plays. Azpilicueta over there at first, who hasn't played a lot at first, but even he got a couple ground balls today. They just proved they can make plays, and for him, that was the biggest thing. He was saying, I'm just going to pitch to contact. I'm going to let my guys do their thing behind me, and if they put it on the ground, then that's what I want them to do, and that showed. I mean, there was a lot of ground ball outs today, and the defense was rolling. They were playing really well.
Yeah, the defense was rolling. The offense was rolling, too. Did you know that actually today in the bottom of the seventh, Cam Calvillo hit his first home run of the summer? And that's ultimately what got the Crawdads that lead. And we talked about this in the pregame show, too. Everybody seems to be stepping up. We talked about Casey Cummings finding his, groove. Now you got, a Calvillo home run. Mark Walbert is playing exceptional. He had a great play today. He had a homer. So it just seems like this team is clicking, and there's a reason. Not only are they first place in the entirety of the CCL, but by a wide margin, up now 3 games on the entirety of the CCL. Bury the Legends 4 more games below them in the second seed. Just seems like this team is clicking at the right moments.
That was a fantastic game today. You're down at home, and you're heading into the late innings. You got to get some runs. You've had some errors. They pushed that aside. They didn't let it affect them, and they came out there in the later innings, and they tacked on runs, and they got back in the game. And I want to talk about one moment, Ammar, from Cam Calvillo, who was the player of the game yesterday.
Right.
He got 4 knocks yesterday.
Right.
He comes back today. He was getting some good contact, but no hits, and he comes in his 4th at bat in a 6-6 game in the 7th inning. He was the leadoff man, and he's hunting a hit, right? And I was talking to Cam down there as the photographer, in the dugout, and he was saying just look fastball, sit fastball, hang off the breaking balls, and if he throws me a fastball, work middle. So he's really just feeding that middle approach. And he gets 2 breaking balls. He check swings on one and then lets the other one go. So he's up 2-0 in the count, and he just sits on a fastball and crushes it to center field over the black tarp in center field, as you can see. It was a great piece of hitting. I talked to him when he came back in, and he just said he threw me 2 breaking balls. I said I was working middle on a heater, and he threw me a heater, and he was just sitting on it.
He's been phenomenal. He's been exceptional. This entire team has just been phenomenal from the get-go. Again, it just seems like a common theme. We talked about this too. I always give this as a key to the game. They have to get on the scoreboard early. They have to set the tone. And when they did that, they were still trailing at one point and then came back. And they did it in such dominating fashion. Once again, it just seems like we're repeating the same things over and over again. But it's not too bad to repeat it, especially when it comes after a win. Really phenomenal play here from the Crawdads. Dylan, any last-minute thoughts?
Yeah, I think one guy to mention, too, from this game, Mark Walbert, the outfielder from UC Davis, had a really good game. 3 for 3, 2 runs, 3 RBIs, and 2 walks. Just a fantastic day at the box. He hammered a line drive into right field in the 6th inning, which tied up the game. He had the tying run, or tying RBI, to make it a 6-6 game. So he had a really good day at the plate. He was very patient, just seeing pitches well. And one thing about Walbert, he just fouls off a ton of pitches. I mean, if you watch him when he's hitting, he sees so many pitches, and that's why he gets on a lot, because he forces pitchers to really dig in and throw to him. Like, you throw him at anything in the zone, any junk, he's fouling it off.
And he just joined this team less than 2 weeks ago. And again, like we're talking about guys stepping up, making their mark on this team, contributing to this team. It's just really, really great to see that this team clicking and firing on all cylinders, especially when both sides of the ball are playing cohesively. Well, that'll do it for us on this Walnut Creek Crawdads postgame show. Again, the Crawdads beat the Menlo Park Legends 8-6. Move up now 3-1 on the series. We'll face the same team tomorrow at Monte Vista at 1 p.m. First pitch will be at 1 p.m. tomorrow. Walnut Creek Crawdads will take on the Menlo Park Legends. Hope to extend the win streak to another, 5 games now.
Yes,
And
sir. 5 games for the Walnut Creek Crawdads.
try to get to 13 wins on the season and try to build that gap between them and the Legends for the first seed of that conference. Well, I'm Ammar Khan here live with you from the post-game show of the Walnut Creek Crawdads. I'm joined by
Dylan Allen.
and Go Dads.